We're live. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi.
Loki says hi, too. He just came up
Hello, hello.
Okay, so for anyone in the chat that do not know my lovely guests, right under me is Josh from Josh Goes to Disney. And then you've got Roxanna.
Hello.
Roxanna.
Hello.
Down there. Right there. Roxanna. And then right there is Lena from Life with Lena.
Hello.
I know, I can't point, can I? So before we...
I went to point at Roxanna and I went that way.
Before we dish the Disney tea and spill some tea, we're going to go around and introduce each of yourselves and talk a little bit about your channel, and then everything's no theme tonight other than teas, since all the stuff that's been going on. We'll start with Josh.
Are we missing two?
Kelly's going to be late.
Are we missing two people?
Well, Kelly's going to be late if she shows up, and I haven't heard from Alicia yet.
Oh, okay. So me first?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, everybody. My name is Josh. My channel is Josh Goes to Disney. I basically focus on a lot of Disney vlogs whenever they're open. So when they do start to open, I will be going to Disney a lot to do a lot of vlogs. I'm hoping to be there opening week. With everything that's happening in Disney today, I'm really hoping to be there on the 15th for the opening of Epcot. I would rather go to Epcot than Magic Kingdom, but I do a lot of Funko content. If you can't tell, I have a giant collection. A lot of my stuff nowadays is all about Funko related topics. So if you enjoy Funko Pops, if you're a collector, if you're not, if you want to get into collecting, come see me. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel and be a part of my family. But that's basically it. Disney vlog, park stuff, SeaWorld, and a little bit of SeaWorld stuff too when we get there. But basically Disney World and Funko Pops.
Roxanna. Roxanna.
Oh, sorry.
Roxanna, go.
I'm like spacing out, dude. It's been a long day. Okay. So Roxanna, my channel is Life of Roxanna. I do a lot of Disney content, a lot of DIYs, a few cooking and like lifestyle videos. You'll see a whole lot of like mini ear tutorials. The ones that I'm wearing, I made myself. And I do live streams. I do live streams every single Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central on my channel. So, yeah.
Lena.
My name's Lena, and my channel is called Life with TN. What is it? I can't even talk. I'm catching it from Roxanna. My channel used to be called Paper, Scissors, and Vacations on My, but I did some rebranding over quarantine. I do everything from crafting videos, vacation videos, not just Disney, multiple different locations, cooking videos, and my ears were made by Sew Cargo. A happy birthday, dear Cargo. And sometimes my husband comes on randomly in my videos. Right now we are in the midst of filming a 50 segment video called the Eskimo Challenge. It is from our local snow cone shop, and they have 50 flavors, and if you try in all 50 flavors, you complete the challenge and you get a t-shirt and a free snow cone. And Sam was told that he was doing the challenge for my video, and he's been shoving the different flavors, making me eat them. So I'm not looking forward to dill pickle flavored snow cone.
Okay, so I'm not going to go over who I am, because if you're watching, then you know who I am. I'm not going to go over. So we're just going to, today was supposed to be talking about Disney Springs and what we dislike and like about Disney Springs. However, because of all the news that has come out, we're really just going to talk about the news and how we feel about that. And if we get to Disney Springs, we'll talk about it. But for the most part, we're just going to say how we feel about all the news that's come out. I'm going to let Lena kick it off because she's a travel agent and has received some information. Sorry to just throw that on you real quick.
That's okay. It's been an interesting day news-wise, and everyone pretty much has the same information available to you that I do. I just sometimes get it a little ahead of time. I think that's to give us time to process it before we get bombarded with questions. I think one of the things that is most interesting to me, and it's kind of lost in a paragraph in the information about everything that came out today, is one, you have to sign a waiver when you are selecting your park days, and only the person with those tickets can select the waivers. So like a travel agent, I can't go in and like choose your dates for you. You still have to go and do that yourself because you have to be responsible for your own COVID waiver. But starting in 2021, this is what this is under the information planning a trip for next year. It says, this is like my email as a travel agent. As you begin planning your clients' upcoming visits, we are also exploring engaging ways for guests to use our mobile tech to experience the magic. So it says in 2021, we plan to unveil a new innovative offering as part of the My Disney Experience app. Number one, I hope it actually works and we don't crash the app. It will be, what it says, with this new offering on the horizon, we will be retiring the complimentary Magic Band distribution to Disney Resort Hotel guests for new reservations with arrivals beginning January 1st, 2021. Disney Resort Hotel guests will continue to have the option to purchase new Magic Bands at a discount, and we will be introducing more colors and designs. I'm sorry. We pay enough on a Disney vacation that they can give us a Magic Band.
I would definitely agree with that. What do you guys think? Jai?
Sorry, I'm talking to everybody in the chat.
I have a lot to say.
Mars says retiring equals cheapskates.
Sorry. I was updating my moderators.
So, in regards to the Magic Band itself, I do think that they should still allow Magic Bands. There's no reason why they can't dish out Magic Bands to people that are coming in and purchasing tickets. That seems kind of cheap on Disney's part, especially since there's so many things that are going to be out of commission for these people that are still paying all this money to come to the park and not get the full experience. At least they could do is give them a Magic Band. Or at least if they don't want to give them one, allow them to have one at a discounted price, maybe.
Yes, that's what it says. Yeah. And this, it's.
Well, I mean, like the regular ones, like the base color ones.
Yes, they will. Yeah, that's what it's. And this is starting January 1st of next year, so New Year's Day of 2021. They will receive you. There will no longer be a complimentary one starting next year, but on-property guests will be able to purchase a new Magic Band at a discount. So, and I agree with Cynthia. If you have a car, you pay for parking already at the resorts.
Yeah,
it's like $25 a night at the deluxe resort, or $27 a night.
And that's, I think it's higher if you're staying at a DVC and you're not a DVC member. Staying on points.
Well, we were at Animal Kingdom, and I think it's not exclusive DVC though, so maybe not.
No. Yeah. I don't think any of them are. Isn't
Key West exclusive DVC? Oh, I thought it was.
Nope.
Interesting.
I think the old bands will still work. They're just not going to be giving away them free anymore.
Yeah, I have a collection of them too. But I did just order because we're going in February, my sister and I just ordered ours. And they shipped already, so mine didn't cost that.
To me, it sounds like Disney's trying to find a way to make up for the lost money that they were shut down.
Yeah, that's what Kat said in chat. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can find that comment.
Yeah, Kat says they need to make up for the millions they lost being closed for 3 months.
Yeah.
So that's what it sounds like to me.
That's perfectly fine. Go ahead. Sorry.
So that's what it sounds like to me, is that they're trying to make up costs for the loss of millions of dollars that they lost during the 3 months or whatever. So I think that's what they're trying to do, is find ways, because just having the parks reopening next month is not going to be enough for them to bounce back. So they need to find ways to bounce back to where they were.
Yeah. That's what it sounds like. Well, not only that, but they're jacking up the rate on the price of rooms, because All Stars is like $200 a night in February.
See, I don't agree with that at all.
No.
Well, and
I don't agree with.
Go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. So I don't agree with Disney basically saying, "Hey, because we were closed because of COVID, let's charge people extra to make up for that," when it's not technically our fault. We didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. We're also there supporting them to when they're opening. So also the amount of things that are not going to be in play at Disney parks right now, to not only have that taken away from us because we can't do them, but then also charge us extra because of COVID and a loss of money, seems kind of tacky on Disney's part, in my opinion. Because if you're gonna tell me, hey, come book a hotel with me, you can come stay for a week, but you're not gonna get A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. You're not gonna get a magic band to use in the parks or at your hotel when you're purchasing food and purchasing other things in the hotel. But then now also we're gonna raise the prices or almost double them on you because of COVID, when in reality it wasn't my fault. So I'm supporting you, but now you're making me not want to support you because you're doubling what I'm basically paying.
Yeah.
Well, and there's no park hopping for the remainder of this year. So those,
that's some crap right there.
Well, and so I'm an annual pass holder. So pretty much what I end up with, well, you too then, Josh, is a 1 park per day ticket. That's really expensive. So did you see the email that came out today, Josh, about that?
So my email address is actually my old email address on my Disney app. So on my Disney account. So I don't have that email. I don't check that email every time. My dad said he got it. I could probably go back and look at it, but I don't have it, no.
So what it says is that because there's no park hopping, what they will do is they will give either, if you are paid in full, there's one option. If you are a monthly, there's a second option. I'm paid in full. So either I can take an additional 1 month extension on top of the extension that they're giving when the parks are closed, or I can actually ask for a refund on my money back.
Which still doesn't make up for it.
No, it doesn't. It's a partial refund. So they're supposed to be sending out information about that the beginning of July, but they're also supposed to be mailing everyone who's a pass holder magnets. And so I'm like, there's so much, like, why are you mailing this, or what? To me, it's wasteful spending unless these magnets are like dated for 2020. Just hold them until next year. Save the money.
The thing is that the pass holder magnets that are going to be sent out are probably going to be the Spike the Bee and Donald Duck one. That was for the end of the Flower and Garden, like the second half of Flower and Garden.
It's a Minnie Mouse. It's a pink Minnie Mouse one with the weird little flower in her hat.
So the one from like last year?
Yeah.
Or like the beginning of this year?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what they're doing?
They're getting rid of stock.
That magnet is from the Food and Wine Festival, I think, from this year. That magnet, that pink magnet is from, I have it. that magnet is from this year's one of the festivals from this year. So they must have had so many that they're trying to use it as like a thing, like a bargaining chip. But like for me, I personally would like the Spike the Bee and Donald Duck one that I did not get from Flower and Garden. The one that they did not get to pass out because we never got to that point. So that's what I would like. I don't want another Minnie Mouse one.
Agreed. Mara in Memphis says, it seems to me that Disney fans are going to become disillusioned because they've lost so much of the magic. Christy and I were talking about this. I've seen so many people on Instagram and Twitter who have said they're diehard Disney fans. They're never going to go to Universal. They'd never give Universal their money.
And now they're showing Universal passes.
Yeah, now they're Universal Pass holders. And wait, this place isn't that bad.
Yeah, what I was telling when we were talking about that backstage, my sister and I are going to Disney and Universal in February, and we were looking at day passes. We want to spend 2 days at Universal and Park Hop, and I know it's called something else there. Well, for a 2-day ticket, it costs $10 more than it does to get the annual pass. So both of us are just like, we're just going to get the annual pass. That way we get discount on food and merch, and we can go a 3rd day if we want because we're down there for 10 days anyway.
Yep. And something that is different for Universal than it is for Disney is that if I were to go and book a package, whether it's through myself as a travel agent or if, just Roxanna going and booking something online, if she wants to, she can add a annual pass to Universal to her vacation package and completely have it paid off as part of her package before she gets there. Mm-hmm. It's nothing, and it's not, hey, I have to pay, everything up front. It's just like you're making a monthly payment on a regular ticket. I think that's awesome, especially for families who want to be able to spread out the payments and not have to worry about, I'm not going to have it paid off in time.
Yeah.
I think what they need to do, though, in regards to like reservations, because see what I think if I was at Disney and I was one of the head guys, I would have been like, look, let's do a reservation for a 1-day ticket for no Park Hop, and let's do a reservation side for Park Hop for 1 day. So you can say, hey, I may go to other parks. I don't know yet, but let's reserve the right to where you put it on my account. So when I go to another park, it allows me in, and since he has a reservation to be in this park. Now, I know they're probably doing that, like what someone in the comments said, was to track people from coming in and who and how many people are coming in. But so many for 1 day and so many for Park Hop. Because for me, especially for me, because I'm here in Florida, when I go to Florida or when I go to Disney, we may stay, let's say we start at Hollywood Studios. We may go to Hollywood Studios, ride Toy Story Mania, and then hop on over to Epcot. And then go over to Epcot, eat something at Epcot, and then hop on over to Magic Kingdom. Because we're there so much, we don't really need to do everything in 1 day anymore. So for me, and then on top of that, there's no fast passes. Like, what am I going to do in one park with no fast passes, people?
Yep.
Like, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm not going to know what to do.
And now there's no Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was like,
Josh is going to have a meltdown.
I wasn't going to be there anyway, but that's my favorite party. I wonder what they're going to do with all that merch because they already have it.
Oh, yeah.
I planned to go to this. I plan on going to the Halloween party this year.
I wonder.
A lot of people
that was my thing this year. I wasn't going to go to Christmas. I was going to go to Halloween.
A lot of people were hoping that they did that seasonal ticket for the Halloween parties again this year.
Yeah, I can see why they're not doing Not So Scary because that's literally a month after cast members come back. And Not So Scary, as a former cast member, I know how much work goes into these parties, and they plan them out months in advance. And these cast members that are in the parades and that are characters go through intensive training months in advance. And for them to learn all this stuff in such a short period of time just doesn't seem fair to them. So I can see why they're doing it that way. And I see why right now the Christmas party is kind of to be determined. Because they do go through months and months of training and practicing all of the routines to make sure that it's spot on. So
I personally think Disney's canceling it because they don't think they're going to make enough money.
I agree with that.
They're going to fork out too much money for that party and then not make it enough in return. Because why would you go spend $100 for extra projections on the ground and in the trees? Like, there's no fireworks, there's no parade, there's no characters.
Right.
And you can't do any of those things. Why would you pay $100 and something more to go to the park for 5 or 4 hours to basically get some extra lights on the castle and extra lights in the trees? Like the same with the Christmas party. If they do the Christmas party this year, can't do parades, can't do fireworks, can't do characters. So you're basically going to eat hot cocoa and cookies. And
I guarantee that they may not do that either because
they're definitely canceling the Christmas party. They're definitely canceling it.
Like, because those lines for the free refreshments are so long. And if you have to social distance,
the lines for the whole party are long.
Yeah. I mean, I know that the year that in 2017 when Sam and I went for the Christmas party, we went in right when we could, at like 3:30 or whatever, and we stood over for the Seven Dwarfs the whole time before the party started. We didn't go do anything. Has Universal confirmed Horror Nights? Yes, they have confirmed as of right now that they're still doing it, but no houses or scare zones or anything have been announced. So that's made a lot of people nervous.
I said to a friend earlier, we were live streaming or we were like chatting together, and I was like, could you imagine walking down the streets of Universal and the zombie running up at you going, boo, and you turn around and he has a mask on? Like a zombie with blood on his mask, and he's covered up. He's like, me too. Like,
I'm sure it will be interesting. It would be interesting to see. I've never done Horror Nights because I've always had the kids with me, and it's not.
This is supposed to be the 30th year. This is the 30th anniversary of Halloween Horror Nights, and so it was supposed to be big. It was supposed to be huge. There was supposed to be the return of there was rumors that they were bringing Jack and Chance back, along with Eddie. Eddie is Jack's brother, who was supposed to be featured as the icon the year that 9/11 happened, and they removed him as the icon and used Jack again for it. So there was supposed to be a whole, like, it was supposed to be this whole big thing, and I'm kind of hoping that they hold off on that and do that next year and do something on a scaled back version this year because of everything.
Yeah. And I think what people need to remember is these parades and fireworks, they're big, they draw in big crowds. So it's going to be very difficult for Disney to social distance everybody. So, and I see why they're saying no parades, no fireworks, because it's going to be very difficult for people to follow social distancing with parades and fireworks. So I see why they're doing that. And especially not knowing when the curve will eventually go down. Yeah.
Well, I kind of have a feeling that we started opening up too early.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I feel like we may have started opening things up too early, and not everybody's going by the guidelines. I went to Kroger today because it was our grocery day, and I saw only one person in there with a mask on that was not an employee. And even the employees had their masks like under their face instead of where it's supposed to be.
We went to Bono's yesterday, and not one employee in the whole entire staff had a mask on.
Yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, here in Illinois, our numbers are actually going down, and that's because they're enforcing social distancing and mask wearing. So, and they're being very strict with the rules. So our numbers are actually going down.
And see, in Kansas, masks are not required. It was released to each county if masks were going to be required, and the counties that surround me where Sam and I would go are not requiring masks. The only place that requires a mask is the thrift store over in Marion, where I grew up, where my parents live, and that's because it's ran by the ladies auxiliary of the hospital, and they're like 80 and above. Yeah. Somebody in one of the HHN groups that I'm in, they said that they wonder if all of the characters in the houses will be behind plexiglass.
That would be interesting if they were behind the plexiglass, like the characters. Is that what they're called? Characters? That sounds weird.
Characters. Scare actors.
Like right now, from all the vlogs that I've watched, everyone's like behind barriers or up high or something like that, but they're still kind of meeting and greeting, sort of. And I like that, but I don't know about the plexiglass thing.
Like, see, and that's what confuses me about. Go ahead, Josh.
I don't think the characters at Hollywood Horror Nights are going to be roaming the streets this year.
No.
I think they're going to set something up. I think they're going to set something up where they may be like on the side of the road or something. Like people are going to be walking down the middle of the road and they could be like reaching out and like trying to scare them. Like accidentally in a haunted house area situation. But I personally don't think they're going to walk around. That's how they're going to be able to prevent them from wearing masks and still be scary, is allowing them to not be on the road and just scaring people from the side of the road or something. Mm-hmm. Because you can't have actors and stuff running the streets, touching people and being all up on top of them. Now, I know they probably get screened and they probably get health tests and make sure they're not sick. But this is the thing that bugs me the most, is because we went to SeaWorld and Disney's going to be doing the same thing. All they're testing you for is a temperature. So you walk in, you get a laser shot at your forehead. They test you to see if you have a temperature. If it's over 100.4, then you can't come in. Great. If I'm over 104, then that's fine. I understand. I don't need to come in. But that's not the only symptom from COVID. Mm-mm. So they're allowing people to come in that may have other underlying symptoms, and then also hit the symptoms that are being hidden that they may not know yet. So I personally think the masks are good. I do think that the masks protect from the people at the park and then also yourself. But you definitely will not be fully protected. Because at SeaWorld Sunday, the 14th, I went, it was a crap show. It was not. I know it's SeaWorld and it's not Universal and it's not Disney and they're on each other levels. But me personally, people were walking around without masks. They were not being told to put their masks back on. People were not social distancing. We went to an aquarium area and we were in this little dome area and the aquarium was above us. And they had little pieces on the ground that were 6 feet apart where you were supposed to stand and look at the aquarium with your party. But each party had 6 people in it. So we were all coming in one little area together and we were all on top of each other. And some people weren't wearing masks, but then there was an employee inside the aquarium area with us that was not telling people to put masks on.
Yeah, they
not enforcing it, not telling people to.
The other thing,
I understand. Huh?
Prince Charming Dad said the same thing on his channel. He was there. I think he was there opening day, and he said he saw people walking around with no shoes, no shirt on. It was like,
I'm trying to figure out the no shoes thing.
Yeah, what's up with the no shoes? That's ridiculous. There are also people that are not even symptomatic at all.
And he said that he saw people not wearing the mask at all, and that the employees weren't really enforcing the rules. So,
and I'll tell you right now. So, SeaWorld has 3 main roller coasters. They have their Kraken, their Mako, and their Manta. So Manta is their most popular roller coaster of all their roller coasters. It's always at like 60 to 70 minutes on a normal day. Kraken is usually like 5 to 10 minutes, and then Mako is usually like 20 to 30 minutes. So we were there on a Sunday on the 14th. There was maybe 5,000 people in the park, maybe, if that. There was like no one there. So Manta's time was 120 minutes. Mako's was like 40 to 50 minutes, and then Kraken was like 20 minutes. So you look at it and you're like, oh, there's less people here, but the time is basically the regular time as if the park was busy because of how difficult it is to get people on the ride now. So like we saw it firsthand. My brother went on a roller coaster and the wait time said 10 minutes. He had to wait in line for 40 minutes because they're only letting so many people on the ride vehicle. They have to clean it and all that kind of stuff. Plus, SeaWorld is requiring reservations to get into the park, people. They did not allow anybody to have a reservation. We walked up and she's like, I don't need your reservation barcode. All I need is your ticket barcode and you're good to go. So I'm like, why did I reserve tickets and waste my time for nothing?
Maybe they assumed because you had a ticket, you had a reservation.
Well, they were allowing for same-day tickets.
Oh, well, that's weird.
People
Maybe
were
they
out of
didn't miss
towners.
out. Maybe they didn't like.
People were I don't understand it. She walked up and she was telling everybody, she was yelling at lungs. Like she was yelling to people in the back of the line. I don't need to see your reservation ticket. Just make sure you have your barcode ready for your ticket or your annual pass, please. Thank you. We were like, thanks for wasting our time.
Yeah, that's exactly what Prince Charming Doug said, like on his vlog. Like they weren't really checking for reservations and they still had same-day tickets available. And just like, what kind of mess?
And then they forced us to. There was like a plexiglass box that the employees were standing in to scan people's barcodes. And basically they were making us like, here's the plexiglass here. She was like, please place your phone flat on the plexiglass and I'll scan your barcode through there. And I'm like, so the other 5,000 people that put their phone on the plexiglass, I have to do as well?
Say hand sanitize the phone.
Their germs.
I feel like I would feel a lot
like,
more safe at Disney and at Universal. Even though I barely go to Universal, I feel like I would feel more safe at Disney and Universal than I would at
Oh, I'm going to feel so much more safe at Disney. For sure. Yeah. Because Disney's not going to play games. Like, their customers are going to be like, excuse me, hi, I hope you're having a magical day, but can you please put your mask up a little higher? Because, like, you're going to get me sick. Thank you and have a magical day. Like, that's what they're going to be like. I feel like they're going to do like that all day long.
That was, like, part of my job when I was a cast member, like, because Disney has this whole no short, no shoes, no service rule. We were allowed to enforce it, and we were allowed to be like, hey, look, you cannot walk around Disney property without a shirt. Please put a shirt on.
Well,
So
I saw a girl walking around at Disney with nothing but a bra and shorts on. It was a sports bra, but it was shorts. Would that be considered shirtless, or can that slide? Yes. Because she was walking around.
There was a chick wearing a bathing suit at SeaWorld.
They don't allow
a two-piece bathing suit.
Bathing suits being worn at Disney. So
they must have relaxed that since you were a cast member, Roxanna, because we were there. The past few times we've been there, there have been girls, just teenage girls, walking around in a sports bra and shorts, and and I'm like, I said something to Sam. We were in line. I'm like, man, I'm surprised that Disney lets them do that. And the mom turns around and goes, "What? Are you going to report them? They've been reported so many times today, and we've just told them no. We can wear what we want, and we walk on." Like.
Wow.
Yeah, there was people at SeaWorld wearing bathing suits, two-piece bathing suits. Basically, whatever they wanted to.
In our underwear.
Basically, I don't understand. I mean, I understand the sports bra thing. It maybe get hot and you want to take your shirt off if you have a sports bra on because the sports bra can get long. But like the no shoe thing,
that's weird to me.
Yeah,
like it's gross.
Why would anywhere not? Yeah, that is really gross.
I mean, the ground is dirty.
Plus, that pavement is hot.
You just heard you laugh at that?
Yes. There's a little too much fun happening over there. Woo!
I mean, I'll walk around my house in a sports bra, but I have walked around outside at my house, but I have not gone in public in just a sports bra.
You don't want to see me walking around just a sports bra.
Yeah,
You don't really want to see me either.
I wouldn't feel comfortable going to Disney in a sports bra and shorts. I mean, I would wear one under like a tank top, but you know, that's pretty much my level of comfort right there.
I don't even know that I do I mean, when I'm jogging, I'll wear a tank top, and it may be one where you can actually see my bra, but I don't typically go in public in just like a tank top or anything. I usually have at least wide shoulder top.
That's like me wearing like boxer briefs that are like long and calling them shorts.
Well, I hope you've sewn up the little front flap there, Josh. We wouldn't want anything like popping out.
No, I mean like I'm talking about athletic boxer briefs, like the skin tight ones, the ones that like people wear for like sports and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Like the ones that are like compression shorts, like those. Like I'd be like me walking down Main Street in compression shorts and being like, "These are my shorts." Like,
yeah, I don't know that I don't know.
Yeah.
I do have.
Please don't wear your underwear, just your underwear to the park. So that's all we're saying.
Well, that brings up an interesting, because he's talking about boxer briefs, which are, form fitting. Leggings are form fitting, and my running shorts some of them are form fitting. Yet I wear those in public.
but those have been like over the last like year or two. Those have been accepted as pants.
Yeah.
Even though they started out as workout clothes, they've been very accepted for women to wear those as pants. So, I mean, I'll tell you right now, there's some people that don't need to be wearing them. Just FYI. I'm not going to be judgy. This is not Josh Goes to Disney and judges, but at the same time, ma'am, you might want to return them.
I mean, I wear leggings, and maybe I shouldn't, but I wear them anyway.
No,
I don't care.
There's some really
But the
cute
ones that come
leggings.
in and they,
yeah.
like the Disney leggings are really cute. The ones that have like the Disney characters on them and like the castles, and like Disney sells leggings now. So like those are super cute. But like you come in with some like bright pink neon green
Hey, Al.
hi leggings, that's not a cute look.
I mean, I have a ton of leggings, and I wear them nonstop. I'm not wearing them right now. I did wear them to Kroger earlier, but I've changed into comfy clothes. Well, I mean, leggings are comfy. I changed into sweats. This is Al, your pal Al.
Yeah, can we take a pause for a minute to just introduce that there's another gentleman in the stream?
Hold on.
Hey,
You guys talking about?
call!
Are you guys talking about wearing pants?
We're talking about leggings.
Oh, because I'm not wearing
Al's
pants.
muted.
I'm
Wearing
in.
like
Hey,
pants.
I'm not wearing pants.
I figured.
See, I'm sure that Al has this really extensive leggings selection that
I do.
He will wear them all the time.
I am wearing pants.
I mean, if
Don't
anybody
worry,
has a
but
book-
Did I
will.
just enter during a very strange
I'll just show you.
conversation?
You totally did.
What I have on is the fashionable.
Can we tell Al
Pants.
that
Stylish,
Al
right.
can't hear you?
Well, at least we're not talking about like
I had the fashionable
lip
and
pumping gloss.
wonderful
I'm wearing underwear too.
sweats from Walmart.
Now this is some Disney tea, people.
Yes. See,
Mark says the beige colored
Talk about
leggings
leggings.
can look like you have no bottoms on. I've seen that before. I'm like, please don't buy beige.
I've seen that.
If you have beige colored skin, do not buy beige leggings.
Yes, I have followed people around like that. I mean, I have seen that before. It's true. I mean, the second part is true.
What not to wear? The leggings edition.
Yes.
Can y'all hear Al?
Yes.
You
Yes.
can't hear me?
What
Yes.
he's saying.
You can't hear me.
Wait,
You
to
can't hear me.
comment, do I have to go on? Hold on.
I know. I sound delicious, I think. I don't know.
So real quick, to change the subject really fast, how does everybody feel about the flower and garden and the food and wine coming together? Or is it Festival of the Arts? Whichever one it is.
Food and Wine Festival. It's my favorite time of year, and normally I would say I'm all for it, except it's right when they open up in July. So I feel like it's a little bit rushed on Disney's part, and I feel like it's going to be a disaster a little bit, but I don't know.
But didn't they already have this festival?
No, they had the Flower and Garden
fall.
going on already. And they're combining what little they had left of Flower and Garden, and they're setting up a bunch of like 20 different booths for the food and wine to happen at the exact same time, right when they reopen for guests.
Cluster F.
I think Al wants to say something.
No. I'm just trying to get myself back in focus.
Oh, okay. I thought you're like, hold on.
Come on, you're
like, stop.
You're a Logitech 922.
I'll be back.
Come on.
But yeah, so those are my feelings. Like, I love food and wine normally, but when I saw that announcement, I was kind of like, part of me was just like, I want to go right away because that's how I feel all the time with food and wine. But then I took a second and I was like, I don't think so. And I just think it's going to be a little bit of an S show also.
Oh, yeah. Well, and they've even said that the food and wine merchandise is not going to be available at the beginning in July. So I think what they're going to end up doing, like you're saying, is that they're going to use that opportunity to sell off the rest of the flower and garden merch. And when it's gone, closer to when they would actually open food and wine is when they will allow that merchandise to go out.
I also feel like they're kind of playing it by ear as well. This is their way to see, will anyone actually come to the festival and come to the Disney parks for that specific reason? And then based on interest, decide to fiddle out some of the merchandise that they might have been planning. But I feel like with the recent Disney store closure, that they realized they got a lot of bad feedback. They're like, let's not do any more Shop Disney releases online for the same reason. They're kind of like, let's not put out the merchandise right away and let's see how popular this is an event. That's just how I feel. You guys might have different opinions.
No more. I don't think the flower and garden merchandise will be on clearance. I think it'll be full price.
Yeah, I think so too. Why can't I scroll down? Okay. Josh is back, but for whatever reason, I can't get to him to add him back in. Let me try this again. There it goes. There it goes. There we go.
So now that we have to stop talking about Josh.
He could hear us anyway. He knows we weren't talking about him.
But I can still hear you.
Josh, you can hear me now, right?
An iPad, I can still hear everything you're saying.
Josh is like my cute little brother that I never knew I wanted.
Okay. I think
okay.
I can hear
you.
I can hear Al now, though.
Oh, okay, good.
Good.
Quick question, Christy. We can't chat directly on the computer. We have to do it on our phones.
Well, you can bring up the live stream in another tab and just mute it and chat in there. Or you can even just pop out the chat and bring it over to your screen where your StreamYards is.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do.
I can see live comments, but I can't comment on this screen, correct?
Yeah, not on the screen. I'm the only one that can do that.
That's what annoying. I do. That's what I do. I pop the chat out so I could be like, hi guys,
Okay, I'll have to do that.
Yeah.
It took me a while to figure out how to pop out the chat, and once I did, I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing and awesome.
What's really cool is you can pop out the chat and you can even close the YouTube channel and still be chatting live.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I've done.
When you guys say that, though, you mean through the YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, you go to the YouTube channel, three little dots on the top right-hand corner, and you click on it, and it'll have a spot that says pop out.
Christy just messaged me in the middle of ear making, so that's why I'm sitting over here. I was glue gunning.
I'm going to be famous on them YouTube. Right now.
Not them there YouTube channels.
Not them there YouTube channels. Ladies and gentlemen.
Al's got an announcement apparently.
No, I actually want to formally say I appreciate you, Christy, for inviting me over to this lovely shindig you got going on here. Spare of the moment, actually, and you know, I'm surprised. I'm actually very surprised I'm wearing pants right now. I mean, because I'm surprised I remembered. I mean, because I was like, oh, you want me to come on live? Yeah, sure, I can come on live. And I'm like, it's gonna take me a minute.
Let me put
Put stuff together. Thank you for wearing pants.
I know. Who was it that messaged me? I think it was Josh. Messaged me one night and was like, "Hey, do you want to come live?" And I was literally in the bathtub. I was like, "Okay,
Sure.
give me a minute." I gotta dry off. Some
There's
clothes
times
on.
that I'm like sitting
Man, his views would
in
have
the
been
living room.
skyrocketing.
I think
too.
I want to go live. And I'll just message Lena and Roxanna.
What was that, Josh?
He said he'll randomly be like, "Oh, I think I want to go live," and he'll be doing something like taking.
I was gonna say, so your lineup today is like the regular crew. You've got Roxanna and Josh and Lena, and then you're like, "Oh, Al and Christina, do you want to join?"
Yeah. This
Like
is the-
Roxanna
this is the hit-
and Josh and Lena.
the hit
Haven't you
team.
guys all done like 3 lives in a row together?
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
It's usually like
We're the hit team.
I do mine on Tuesdays, and then Lena will do hers on Thursday or Friday, and Roxanna does hers always on Saturday.
Wow,
So
you guys
we're
have
like,
so
we're
much
all
time
gonna
for
be
live.
in
I love it.
this week, right? So
So
Al, was it Tuesday night or Thursday night where I randomly got a message, like an email from Gonzo? He didn't even message me saying, "Hey, do you want to join?" He just
For
sent
his
me
live.
he just
Well,
sent
you
the
know
link.
And then I never joined because I was already in bed. And I had Cynthia messaging me saying, "They're asking where Google is." And I was like, "Oh, great."
Yeah, that was
Christy,
Thursday.
you've
That was
done that
Thursday,
to me
yeah.
so many times, though. You just send me links to things, and I'm like, I
That
don't
was
even know what
Disney
you're
friends.
talking about.
Yeah, I was on Gonzo's stream right around Christmas with Dolip Dad, and were you on that stream, Al?
I might have been. I think I was. Yeah, I probably was.
Because it was Pick on Jeff night.
Oh yeah, I was there for that.
I missed Christmas.
How
Can we
could I
say
forget?
that? Yes, Graham Fair. Yes, Byron. I
I
agree.
love
Sorry.
picking on Jeff.
There's a side conversation going on about Care Bears here.
Care Bear, where's Care Bear?
It happens more
Okay.
often than you think. It really does.
Thanks,
You know?
Did everyone in the chat watch Roxanna's video today? She posted a nice birthday message for a fellow YouTuber. So sweet.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't me.
Was it for you too, Al?
My birthday's coming up. It's in July. Just
my
so you
birthday's
guys
in 4
know.
days.
Today
And when?
is Cargo's birthday, and today's also Christian
Today's
from
Christian's
Dish
birthday
Gabber.
too.
I'm
Yeah.
actually in his chat right now telling him happy birthday because he's
So am
live
I.
right now.
Wow.
I said hi to him first.
I need to find him.
He's live right now. And then Josh's birthday is in 4 days.
That's in 4 days.
Wow, a lot of June birthdays.
Yeah.
What's the sign? What sign is it right now?
Gemini, right?
Gemini?
Is it Gemini right now? Or has it merged the Cancer?
Cancer is January.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. No,
Yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
Cancer's June.
I'm a Cancer and I'm in July. I think I know my own sign.
Cancer is for sure June and
Yeah.
July, ma'am.
January is Capricorn and then Aquarius.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like,
Completely
it better
not
be.
Cancer.
I was thinking it better be Cancer because like all my life I've been telling everybody I'm a Cancer, and like, I was like, right now I was like, seriously, have I been wrong all this time? Oh my god, I'm not going outside again.
So my birthday is like right on the verge of like switching.
It's like
Yeah.
right there. It's like
So,
on the
like,
My
threshold.
cousin is too.
Yeah, I'm like right there as a Cancer. Like if I was like 2 days, I think before or after my birthday, I would be the other one. But I don't
So-
care for the other one because I'm a Cancer and that's all that matters.
Oh,
What
okay.
are your traits as a Cancer, Josh? And are they true?
Loud,
Yes.
Disney lover, great hair,
I don't think that's in the.
Keep going. Keep going. You're
Go
absolutely
brown
you're
eyes.
precise. Precise.
a love for Brave.
love for
Addiction is
Brave.
the key one. Addiction.
No, oh, yeah, always.
Yeah.
I don't have that
That's
kind
the-
of addiction. We're not going to talk about
That's
this.
the
This
main
is YouTube.
attribute.
I don't have that addiction either. I'm very happy to know that I have like 3 or 4. I have like 4 Funkos, and I'm good with that.
I mean, you may not think you're addicted,
I'm-
sweetie, but you might be.
No, I mean, honestly, I don't get as obsessed about Funkos as I do about other things. And I think that's probably good for my wallet because I get
Yeah.
addicted to a lot of things. But with Funkos, I take that back. I think I have 6 now because I just got 2 Backstreet Boys ones. But it has to be something very specific that I really like. And then I'm like, ooh. But otherwise, I don't really feel the need to go. Like, I go to Box Lunch all the time, and I skip the Funko section unless there's one in particular that I know that I want.
They're also really expensive at Box Lunch. Their Funkos are really expensive.
Yeah,
So, like, do you
that's
collect
true.
pins or ears or
I'm addicted to
bags?
bacon mitts.
Bacon.
I'm not in front of my
Did you
ear
just say
wall right
bacon
now,
bits?
but I did my ear video, and I just keep going. These are brand new. I have more brand new ears. I'm making some ears. It's ridiculous.
How many ears do you have?
I think like 70 now.
See, that's an addiction, honey.
That's seriously. You might want to get that checked out. Actually, there's a phone. In fact, I have a phone number you could call.
That's called an addiction.
Yeah. And you don't want to know how many pins I have. I can tell you that in my Little
See?
Mermaid,
A lot. A lot.
I tried
And the
counting
plot
recently.
thickens.
I tried
Everybody
counting
in the chat?
recently, and I think in my 2 main collections alone, I have over 1,000. And I said, "Oh my god!"
She's like, I just bought this pin. Wait a minute. I've got this pin. They're both the same.
1,000 what?
Yeah,
Have you ever been? Have you
of
ever
like
been
2 collections alone. pins.
Have you ever been so addicted to something that you actually get like doubles and triples of certain
Yes.
things? That
Yes,
because
I have
you're
a
like,
couple-
oh, I need that, and like your wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend is sitting in the side going,
You've got
you bought that like 3 times now.
No, the really bad thing with pins
It's
is that
like,
you forget what you have. And I have traded for the same pin multiple times. And then I'm like, what is wrong with me? I already have this.
That's why I love Funkos, because I have the app and I can scan the barcode on the Funko and it has everything already on the app for me. I know exactly what I have. I don't have to spread it out. Like,
Yes, the app is awesome. I will.
Well, I
give
have a
them that.
spreadsheet that
Well
I started
put
making
together.
for my pins, but then I stopped updating it. So that doesn't really help me.
like I'm not a huge collector too. Like, I've seen collections that have like
Wow, Cindy.
thousands of Funkos. So I currently am sitting around like 175 Funkos.
Why?
And they're pushing like $2,500 worth of Funkos. So I'm like, this behind me right here is a lot of money. And I'm so scared I'm gonna hit my chair and slide right into them.
Oh Lord!
Knock them over.
I want to watch.
Then we'll have to say. Then we'll have to call him Wreck-It Ralph Goes to Disney.
No, Josh goes to Disney crying.
He's
Josh
gonna
cries
tear
a lot, whatever they're calling me.
Josh cries a lot and goes to Disney. But
Ooh,
you always got to go to
collect all that
Disney.
looking paper, Lena. I love that.
I did
Hey,
that.
so
Like,
real quick, everybody.
Yes.
Christy, I just want to say that really quick. If anybody is interested or anybody cares, I'm selling all of my pins. So all
You're
my Disney
selling
pins,
all of your pins?
Is it an Etsy?
all but my Merida pins.
I smell an Etsy. Is it an Etsy?
No, they're going bye forever. Like, I'm not
Why?
collecting pins anymore.
Oh.
You're done?
No,
Yeah,
I
they
know.
still-
Are
they
you
still
selling
look
on Etsy
forward.
though?
No, they're gonna be sold on Instagram probably.
On
Instagram
Instagram?
and Facebook
Oh, okay.
probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
What collection
I
do
just-
you have?
My thing is, I don't have my main collection is Brave. I have like 30 Brave pins, but other than that, it's just like
How
a
was
big.
that?
It's just random
What?
pins.
Yeah, I have a bunch of festival pins. I have a bunch of Star Wars pins. I have a bunch of Star Wars, but there's a lot that I'm gonna keep that are like show.
I'll
have
look at
memories
your
attached to them.
festival ones. I like festival pins.
I do
Yeah, I
too.
have a ton of them.
Ooh,
So-
Cindy
Have
has
any
over
mansion
1,000
pins?
pins in 3 collections too. Yeah! It's not just me.
Oh, I got to say something.
I have duplicate mugs. I like mugs, and I'm afraid I'm going to break them, so I get duplicates sometimes.
Yeah, Christy's addicted to mugs and ears.
Do you
And
drink?
leggings?
Do you drink out of them?
Yes,
Oh,
I
and
do.
leggings.
I'll be right back.
Christy, we are doing something very wrong right now, but
What
we will
are
get it. We will get into that. You're probably not. You're probably well prepared because you usually are. But I'm slipping up. I really am. We'll get into that for a second. Hold on. I just want to address something. Byron, you are absolutely 155% correct. If they had an I Dream of Genie pop,
They have one.
figure.
They have an I Dream of Genie
That's
pop?
it. That's my life is over. All right.
I bought it for my dad. It's super cute.
My life is over.
I want some Gilmore Girls pops.
I would love that.
They have Gilmore Pops too.
Oh,
I know they do, but I want them.
So they have a I Dream of Genie pop. They
Oh,
have a
wow.
Farrah Fawcett pop.
oh wow.
Like
gotta-
the Farrah Fawcett
Don't get
pop
me
where she's on
addicted,
that-
Josh.
like, when she's on the towel with a red bathing suit. That is her pop.
Wait, hold on. What? Me and a red baby?
Yeah. Let me go grab them. Where back? I'll go grab those two. Be right back. Hold on.
Grab them
I'm-
real quick.
I'm
PG-13.
pretty sure you're not going to fill out
Hey.
that bathing suit quite as the same way that she does.
I didn't know it was a Funko Pop. With a red
Christy's
baby,
Corner
you know?
After Dark.
There you go.
Al,
Um,
what are we doing wrong?
I don't have wine. That's my problem.
I do not either. Because I am not breaking keto right now. So I do not have wine.
Yes, but see, the thing is, dear, you have an excuse. I don't.
Oh.
Okay?
I have water.
I'm not breaking anything. I have water too.
I actually
Water.
wondered if that was vodka, Al.
Essentia. Okay.
I haven't really been breaking keto, but I've been more lenient to where I have higher carbs, but it's still considered in keto. But I've decided that I need to be back into ketosis, which is under 15 grams of carbs per day. So
Wine
I
doesn't
need to
have any
be out of
carbs.
quarantine. Quarantine has not been good for me. I'm like, my face is getting bigger.
So what I've done is I've
Nonsense.
actually signed up for, like those meal kits that you can purchase and have delivered to. Well, they have a keto version of
Yeah,
one.
you reviewed it. I saw your video.
Well, that was a snack box. I've
Okay.
got like the meal kit to where they send you a meal and for the week and you
make it.
Yeah. My first one comes on Wednesday. So my grocery day was today and I purchased enough food to get me through Wednesday. And then, obviously I purchased food for the kids too.
They don't have to go forage on their own.
No. So I'm going to be strict again, starting, pretty much now. And because I want to get the last 30 pounds off.
I'd like to get 170 pounds off.
You're looking great, though.
Thanks.
Christy always looks great. I go, yeah, I'm done. Christy looks great. I'm done.
Whatever. No.
No.
I just hide my imperfections pretty decently. I've got a big bump on my chin right here. Right
She
now.
wears leggings a lot.
I've got one right under
wear
my
leggings
nose,
a lot.
like right here.
I'm wearing glasses because I'm not allowed to wear eye makeup for forever. So don't talk about your imperfections.
I've got a lot of
Christy.
hair. I'm sorry. Were we?
Yeah,
Make
we're
it
sharing.
real.
We're sharing.
Something interesting is I thought that I was addicted
Here.
to bread and pasta. However, when I cut them out, I realized it wasn't the bread and pasta, it was the butter and the sauce. And butter in the sauce, as long as you don't add sugar to your sauce that's in pasta, is still keto.
I thought it. I think
cut my hair.
Sam would kill me.
Byron says you're perfect the way you are.
Oh, thank you, Byron.
Al
I
did cut her
appreciate
hair.
that. I really do. That's great. Thank you so much.
Brian, that is so sweet of you to say that
Ow.
about me.
Ow! That's the same length.
Hey, Chrissy, can you make me big real quick?
Yes, I can.
Are you ready,
You're
Al?
big.
No.
Okay. Who said that?
Roxanna.
What?
Rude.
Hey, no
Almost
throwing
as big-
people under the
almost as big
bus.
as your mouth, Roxanna.
Oh.
So, alrighty, here comes Farrah Fawcett.
Farrah Fawcett.
So that's in her bathing suit. That's the Farrah Fawcett one from.
So this is before she got sick.
And this is I Dream of Jeannie.
Oh wow! Look at that.
That's awesome.
That
Barbara
looks
Eden.
fantastic.
So
She made a guest appearance on Sabrina the Teenage Witch with
She
Melissa Joan Hart.
did. She did. I remember that.
she is a like $8 on Amazon right now.
Oh, nice.
So they're actually both on Amazon for pretty cheap.
She's $8 or $80?
8.
Oh, that's
Josh, did they have a Bewitched?
That I don't
Samantha?
think they do yet.
Oh,
They definitely don't have a Bewitched yet. They have. My dad was like, "You need to get the I Dream of Jeannie one," and I was like, first of all, why? And then he was like, because she was gorgeous and amazing, and I loved her. And I was like, so why don't you get her? Why do I have to get her? And he's like, well, you collect Funko Pops, and I was like, but I don't collect her, and I don't. That's not Disney. So I surprised him with it, and he about freaked out. He went back. He basically was like a teenage boy again,
Aw, that's so cute.
which hasn't happened for like 75 years, by the way.
hey guys, real quick, who do I remind you of? Harry, I think you might want to try a different type of magic, maybe.
Are
No?
you like doing Snape impersonations or
I'm
something
trying
over there,
to.
Al?
It's not working out. No, I thought the hair did it.
Good job, sweetie.
No,
Good job.
Yay for Al! Woohoo!
I need to shave.
Oscar.
No, do you know who you look like, Al? You look
Don't say
like
it.
the
Looks
Don't
like
say it. Go ahead.
I was
say it.
gonna say you sound like the bass singer from the acapella group Vocal Point.
Lena, you are not allowed to talk anymore. Okay.
Al, do you remember who I used to call
I don't
you?
know how that was a bad thing, but okay, whatever.
I'm just kidding. No, that's fantastic, actually.
I mean,
No.
their band name is Vocal Point. Come on.
Yeah.
Al, do you remember who I used to call you when you were on somebody's
Lord.
live stream at voice level?
Call
But
me
you
on
weren't
my cell
able?
phone.
Oh, sorry, it's not Vocal Point. It's Voice Play. Vocal Point is one of my freebie apps. Sorry.
You used to call
Girl. Lena, you're not allowed to talk anymore. Go bye.
she AJ Styles from WWE. Thanks, Byron. Byron's just
Have
knocking out of the
several
park
seats.
right now. You used to call me the Hulk.
Mark Ruffalo,
Mark Ruffalo. Yeah.
who plays the Hulk.
Mark
Yeah.
Ruffalo. Yes, Ruffalo. Be
And
proper.
Candy
It's
Mom, I am
Ruffalo.
not sending you Maleficent.
You have
you-
Maleficent.
You'd send me Maleficent.
I have a Maleficent. Yes. Hold on.
See? You see? It almost happened. Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, that is cool. Oh, it's a dragon. Oh.
It goes in the dark. The flames and the smoke goes in the dark, and then her eyes go in the dark.
Josh, I don't know if you're aware of this, but I happen to be a avid dragon lover. I love dragons. You see, it's even in my logo, my Twitch channel. It's he's sitting aboard the A.
And you breathe fire in real life.
And I breathe fire in real life. How did you know?
I didn't show them the other day either.
Who told you?
Screening
Who told
the
you?
other girls, but there's also this one.
I
This
put
is
my
one
hair
of my
back up.
favorites too.
Oh, that's the regular one.
This is the second movie.
I don't think I've seen the second movie.
Okay, so
It was
who in
good.
here has seen the second movie?
I have.
I haven't seen the first one.
Okay,
I saw the second one.
so question
Yeah,
for
I haven't
anybody
seen
in the
the second
chat
one either.
and you: do you think that Mistress of Evil is basically the same plot line as Avatar,
As Avatar,
the blue people Avatar, not the Airbender?
I honestly don't remember the movie that much. I'm trying to remember.
I want to have this conversation with somebody so bad, and no one remembers both of them. But like, yeah, I've seen them both, but then they're like, I don't remember the Avatar one. I haven't watched it in like 6 years.
No,
Oh,
I
I
remember
never did.
Avatar, but I'm trying to remember the plot of Maleficent. I saw it. I just don't remember it. Isn't that bad?
It's Avatar. Like, it's Avatar to a T. I'm telling you. If you watch Avatar and then you watch Mistress of Evil, Maleficent,
Yeah.
it's literally the same thing.
All right.
I haven't seen the.
I don't want to give spoilers because people haven't seen the movie now. So I'm like, I don't want to say certain things.
I don't like Angelina Jolie, so it's not a movie I'm gonna watch.
I don't either.
Well, she's good at playing a biatch, and that's what she's playing. So it's all good.
I would say it's
First of all,
probably
she's playing
true that
Billy
she
slash
is.
hero.
I thought.
All you need to know is don't come for her. Okay.
You want me to make you
Still
big
come for her.
again?
Excuse me.
I think Mistress of the
She made you
Dark
big.
was
Excuse
actually
me?
pretty good.
Excuse me?
Though. I mean, I'm just gonna say it.
Like, wasn't the plot focused around like a wedding?
Kind of.
It was the plot was yes, it was to get basically all of the creatures to come to a wedding and then trap them.
And
But
kill them all. Yeah.
Maleficent gets injured, then she gets like these super amazing powers, like she gets like another Maleficent person's powers absorbed into hers, which makes her like super, and then she gets like the Guardian dude, which like I think it's Morocco.
I'm honestly not seeing an Avatar connection. I'm like trying to think of. I'm like, I don't know.
And James Sully in James Sully? No, that's Monsters. Jake Sully.
Jake Sully, yeah.
Jake Sully.
In Avatar.
In Avatar.
It's the giant dragon, the red dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? And then he gets all of the clans together to come fight the humans.
Yeah.
So all the Maleficents from all their different clans and all their different villages come together to come fight the humans. And Maleficent gets the big bad dragon powers, which is the same thing that Jake did. And they all come together and have to fight as a team.
It reminded me of other movies at the time, but Avatar is not one that comes to mind. But
well, fine.
I
You know
also
what? I'm done.
sorry.
Done.
But I did enjoy it at the time, kind of. I like the first one better.
I have not been drinking Candy Bomb. Rude.
I was thinking the same thing.
I've been drinking. Oh, I was on one night with Al and I don't remember who all else, but I had like a whole bottle of wine.
Yeah.
I guess that means Cynthia disagrees.
I don't drink, so no, I have not had a drink. I have not drunk.
Lord knows I do. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go get some wine. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Get some for me.
I thought you don't drink.
I feel like I'm in The View.
Okay, well, Josh, Katrina Scolpini agrees with you. She says, around the wedding, and all of a sudden you're an Avatar. Okay.
I'm all hot because I'm drunk. Al literally just used his magical powers and vanished.
Were you guys talking about something specific today before I interrupted and joined?
Well, we had
all
an
the Disney
agenda,
changes.
but the agenda changed because of all the Disney news. But I think we went through all the Disney news, so we can go back to the agenda. What the agenda
we did not
was.
talk enough about Flower and Garden and Epcot yet.
Oh, I said my piece on that, so.
I'm just saying.
Let's we'll get back to that.
We can go to Disney Springs. That's fine.
What the intent was to talk about what we like and dislike about Disney Springs and how we feel that they are doing their reopening.
The reopening?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Pick me first. Pick me first. Pick me
Josh,
first.
Okay, go, Josh.
Okay. So this is what I like and this is what I don't like. I'm gonna start with what I don't like first, okay? Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Ready.
I hate Disney Springs. Next.
There's not anything you like about Disney Springs?
No, I hate it when they change the name to Disney Springs. It should have been Downtown Disney forever. Should never have changed. I think that it's stupid that they're basically bringing in third-party companies to take over all the Disney magic that Disney Springs used to be. And I don't like it. I'm not a fan. It's too big.
It is big. It's very big. I will say that I like the section where World of Disney is better than like the shopping district.
Yes, because that's Disney. That's Disney. That's downtown Disney. That's not the new Disney part of it.
Josh, do
That's
you
the
like
old part.
chocolate? Do you like
No.
chocolate? You don't like chocolate?
No.
Okay. Well, I was going to say the best part of Disney Springs for me is the
It's
ganache.
Ghirardelli.
No,
Ganache.
the Ghirardelli, I can get that here. I never actually go to Ghirardelli in Disney ever, but
Oh,
they
you
have
get
the
a free
ganache.
bar. You get a free piece of chocolate at Ghirardelli.
Yeah, you do. But I don't like milk chocolate, and that's what they normally give you, so it doesn't have really
Me
much
either.
appeal to me.
The ganache.
I always get caramel.
Ganache is dark chocolate based, most of their products, so I love them. And they bake little like Mickey imprints in their chocolates, which is really pretty.
Yeah.
Are you gagging? Don't gag. It's a really nice spot to go to. I love the ganachery. That's like the only place that I will go to in Disney Springs specifically for if I'm in the area. But
So when Jesus Christ himself cast out the devil from heaven, he said, Satan, you have one wish. What would you like?
I'm going with this.
And the devil said, I would
I'm not
like
sure.
dark chocolate to be created.
The devil said what?
It's
Wow,
crap.
we just
It's
went. We
so
just took
bad.
a really like
I couldn't
right
argue with
turn here.
Took a dark turn here.
That and Wendy's. I think we
We might have lost people in the chat with that one. Hold on.
Yeah, we had 12. Now we have 9.
Well, then bye. I gotta go. See you later.
The conversation steered very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Woo!
Are you guys excited about the cookie shop?
What's
Yes.
the cookie shop?
It's I can never say the name right, so you're gonna have to help me out, Christy.
Oh, I don't know the name of it.
It's the one where it's the bakery that the Polite Pig used for their cookies, but
Right.
now they are not. They're doing their own, but the cookies are
Right.
half-pound minimum.
Right.
And I'm like, that
yeah,
is a
no.
diabetic coma waiting to
Home
happen.
of the half
Wait,
pound.
wait, they're half what?
Half pound.
Half-pound.
Pound.
Pound.
Oh.
Oh.
A half a
Okay.
pound per cookie. But here's the thing,
Something
you know,
on the rocks is what it's called, right? Bourbon on the rocks, I think is what it's called, the cookie.
That's the
That's
the
Polite
new
Pig.
one.
that's one of
Polite
them
Pig.
out of many.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're coming out with their own cookie called the Bourbon on the Rocks, so right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone like
No,
classic Disney Springs stuff like Raglan Road? Things
Yes,
that
I
were
like
there
all of
before?
the Disney.
Of course.
I like the old downtown Disney part.
I
But
like
I like-
anything you could drink at.
I like Amaret. Amaret is so good.
Amaret's is good. I've only been there once though because there's always a huge
And-
line and I don't have the patience for that.
And it's Gideon's Bakehouse.
Gideon's, yes.
That's what
Gideon's
it's called. Okay.
They have a shop.
Chris-
They have a shop.
Can
in,
I be
East
honest and
Orlando.
say that I've kind of been tuning out a lot of the Disney news lately because it's just depressing me that I'm not going anytime soon. And then the fact that they're not offering half the magic to people that are going, I'm like, I don't even want to know about it until it's time when they got their act together. Is that the raw looking cookie I saw?
Yeah.
It was. It was raw. And it was ugly with like little rocks on it.
It's not a raw
That was the
cookie.
Polite Pig. That was the new one for the Polite Pig. It wasn't
Yeah.
from Gideon.
But what,
The
what
new one
you're
with the Bourbon on the Rocks looks disgusting.
what you're looking at though, what they make cookies that are cooked like to order. Like these cookies are like cooked like right in front of you and everything, like freshly cooked. So like if you're used to cookies that you cooked and then like you eat like 2 or 3 hours later, then yeah, that's what you're used to. But if you're used to cookies
Yeah, but the
freshly
one-
out of the oven, No, the one at
coming
Polite
out for
Pig.
Polite Pig, the
Yeah.
Bourbon on the Rocks one.
It looks
There's
gross.
too many chocolate
Yeah.
rocks on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's horrible. I
Yeah.
think it's way too sweet. I mean, it's just
Have you
it's
tried
not
it?
2 or
horrible.
3 of
It's
them,
just
but
way too
not
sweet. I had a piece
25
of
of
it,
them.
and it was just way too sweet, man. It's just like overdone, And
Oh,
but no, the Gideons they usually do very well though. Like they usually have a line outside their door at their East Orlando
Mouse
location. So it's I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. I'm gonna do a vlog on that.
The
I'm definitely
ganachery has a line out the door too, by the way. I really like your chocolate.
Somebody needs
sorry.
to send me chocolate for my birthday in September. Just throwing that.
You have a P.O. box?
I'm not near there.
I'll take chocolate in December around my birthday, go to the ganachery and go to Amaret's, get me some stuff and send it to me.
Me too.
I want to go to Earl's Sandwich House or Earl's Sandwich Place.
I've had
we have that in California, Josh, so I can actually talk about that.
All right.
Yeah, I love that place so much. Their sandwiches are so good.
You know,
Hey.
I'm going to say this. I need to say this. I hate sandwiches. I am not a sandwich person at all. I detest sandwiches. However, I went to Earl of Sandwich in downtown Disney in California recently, like 6 months ago, whatever. And I tried one of their sandwiches, and it's really good there. They actually have a nice lineup. What they do, they press the sandwiches in, and it's sort of like a warm sandwich base, which is kind of a different.
It's a panini.
But it's not a panini because I don't like paninis. It's kind of similar to a panini, but it's not all the way like a panini, depending on what you get. But I think I got like a pesto one with chicken. It was really good. And I actually have to say that I've been to there twice now, and both times when I went to Earl of Sandwich, it actually was a pretty decent spot. So as a non-sandwich lover, this person actually really liked the sandwiches there. And I know it always has a ton of people eating there and enjoying it. It's not that expensive for Disney property.
It's so many people.
Yeah. So I will admit that. I agree. Earl of Sandwich is actually a pretty good spot.
Yeah.
I miss Chicken Guy.
Yeah, like
Chicken Guy.
Oh yeah, Chicken Guy's good.
I need me some Chicken Guy's fried pickles like immediately.
Yeah.
We have that. So in California, we have it's actually it was Walt Disney's like favorite spot to go, called Coronation Cafe, and Coronation Cafe is right near the entrance on Main Street. And one of their main dishes is the fried pickles, and it's the same exact type of thing. And I loved it there too.
Yeah. Yeah, chicken.
Okay.
I love anything from Chicken Guy. I don't care. Oh,
Chicken
look,
Guy is good.
Where'd you get that?
Who's that,
Josh? Come here.
God, they make those Funko Pops huge now, don't they? Look at this.
They're so lifelike.
I know.
Wait.
Hi. Oh.
This is my niece Bailey, and this is my nephew Easton.
Hi.
They're spending the night tonight, so
welcome to our chat.
Sleep over.
They're cute.
Their mom and dad they're going somewhere tomorrow. So she was like, "Can I bring them over tonight? And you watch them for a little bit, and then let them spend the night, and then I'll come pick up tomorrow." So
I need that. I don't have anyone to watch my children for me.
Roxanna, you're big.
She's got a dog.
I am big.
Big.
Bailey. Okay, well, he's kind of camera shy, and I don't know why, but yeah, he wanted to be on my lap.
Yes, Mar, it is.
Yes, Mar, it is. Yeah, it's really good. The Thanksgiving sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
I just like their Cuban.
Cuban. I've only had their Thanksgiving, I think it's called Thank You Turkey. Is that what it's called? That's the only one I've had from there.
Yeah, we usually just go to Disney Springs to do the Christmas shop because we get ornaments while we're there. We get a 4-pack of ornaments.
That's my favorite place in Disney Springs besides the Ganachery.
Because it's the only place that really is left that's like true, authentic, old style Disney Springs, like downtown Disney. And
it's getting harder to find Christmas stuff in the parks all year round too. So it's nice to just go to Disney Springs and have that shop, and then they have everything.
Yeah, we used to as kids when we couldn't afford Disney World, so we would
go
as
there.
a family in January we would take an overnight or 2-night trip down to Disney World. We would stay in Orlando and stay in some cheap hotel, and then we would go to Disney Springs or downtown Disney at the time, and we would pick up a 4-pack of ornaments, one for each kid, and then we would pick up a family ornament, and that would be our Disney trip because we would get Disney characters. We'd go to Walt Disney. We'd see all our Disney stuff, but we would never actually go in the parks. So we called it Disney budget.
That was my life for like 2 years of going to downtown Disney near Disneyland. I'm like, I can't afford to go in the parks, but I can go to the downtown and get the same type of atmosphere.
Right.
And now I have a pass, or I had a pass that is not getting used.
Right. But to say hello.
Was your pass extended?
Everyone's bringing their pets over. I need. Where's my children?
Say hello. Say hello. I woke you up.
My kids just
like
left.
Daddy and woke you up. You say hello.
Lena,
Say
she looks
hello.
pissed.
She is because I woke her up. She was
She's like,
curled up.
why are you holding me?
That's exactly it too. Just say hello.
And to answer your question, Josh, no. They have announced that our passes would get extended. Then Disneyland announced, like literally 2 weeks after they made that announcement to everyone, they said, you have the option of extending it only if you call and ask for that. Otherwise, everyone's passes will end when they're supposed to end. So now you have to actually call them to tell them, no, do not stop my pass. I want you to actually extend it when the park's open. And then they put out another announcement saying that they're not sure when they're going to have extensions begin. But for right now, all further sales on annual passes in Disneyland are on hold. And when they reopen, there's going to be some kind of reservation system, but they won't tell us how it's going to work yet. And they're saying, we'll give you more information soon. So that's been the information on our end. It's kind of just all over the place, not really organized.
Yeah, mine was extended 4 months. My
That's
annual
nice.
pass.
For Disney World.
So, yeah, for Disney World. My pass expired in October, which I don't understand why they did 4 months because we were only gone for like 2. But I was extended till February 29th of 2021.
Nice.
It closed in March, and it was April, May, June, and then half of July. Half of July and half of March is your 4 months, and there's going to be extended another month too.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really do anything for me because I'm a monthly pass holder. So basically, I'm just extending my payments until February. So it really doesn't do anything as a monthly payment person because I'm not really getting anything out of it. I just have to wait 4 more months now until I make renew. And I didn't get to go during the months that I wasn't paying, so it doesn't really change anything. I'm just now, instead of October, my pass expires in February. So,
well, that's the same for. I mean, for me, I'm also on the monthly payment schedule for Disneyland. And they took the money out originally, and then a lot of people in California balked at that, so they reversed the payments and they said, "Oh, whoopsie, we're not taking any money while we're closed." Originally, they were going to do that. So I'm just on hold until they reopen, and when they reopen, they will start taking the monthly payments again, is what they said.
Yeah, SeaWorld has been charging me, even though I'm not going. Like in the 2 months they were
they
closed.
have been charging you all this time?
Yeah, they charge us. They charge us months we weren't
people.
going.
Oh wow, yeah. No, see, Californians weren't up for that. They tried that, and so many people got pissed that they had to reverse the decision. It was on TMZ. People were so angry about the fact that they were being charged when a lot of people have lost their jobs, aren't working, they're furloughed, and they're like, "You can't take this money from us right now when we have nothing to show for it."
Right.
Are you a pass holder out to SeaWorld?
No, I'm
not.
Oh,
yet.
sorry.
Not yet, but I will be.
So
like soon. I'm waiting for Orlando.
I'm for Universal out here too, but that's.
I'm waiting for Universal to finish out before I.
So SeaWorld basically messaged us and said, "Hey, we're going to keep charging you." They didn't give us any indication if they were going to extend our pass or anything like that. What ended up happening, from what I can tell, is they extended our passes and then also upgraded every single pass holder to the next tier up. So I went from gold to platinum now. So I get an extra free person in the park that I can bring in. I get extra discounts.
Oh, cool.
Can I come?
Yeah, you will.
And
I'll
if
be
you're
a
already
free person, I want to go.
I'll be there
If
in
you're
February.
already-
I'll be your other person.
if you were already platinum, they gave them free photos and some gift cards.
Yeah, so I went up from gold, and then now I can do.
We get
I
nothing
can bring in 3
California.
free people a year. I get discounts in food and merchandise. I get a free animal encounter, so I could do like dolphins or penguins or something like that. And then I also get access to all 11 parks across the country.
Wait, what about dolphins and penguins? You can go do the excursion there?
wait. What about that dolphins and penguins?
So as an annual pass holder to Disney,
hold on.
I think if you're a
You
silver
said something about dolphins and penguins.
I'm trying to listen.
I think if you're silver, gold, or platinum, you get a free animal encounter. So you get to do like an encounter with penguins. You get to do an encounter with a dolphin.
No, in all seriousness, can I come and then you can do the excursion? I've always wanted to do that. That sounds awesome.
Well, I don't know if I can bring you to the encounter, but I can get you into the park for free.
Well, I'll pay for that part anyway. It doesn't matter.
So I can, if you come, whenever you come, let me know. I'll save you. I'll save a pass for you, and you can come in.
Oh, yay.
I mean, I don't honestly. We go like once a month, once every other month or something, because there's not much you can do. But we're definitely going to go to.
It's not the same. It's not the same. I have a stuffed penguin too.
Check.
You said you wanted a penguin.
This was actually my Valentine's gift from Sam. He adopted me a penguin for Valentine's Day.
Aww.
And it came with a little sip. It was through WWF. But yeah, so I'm a penguin mommy. I have an adopted penguin. And then he was lonely. So so we went to Sea Life in Kansas City last year for the 4th. And I got him a little friend because he was lonely all by himself. So now I have 2 penguins.
Of course.
That's cute.
Hey, you have to. You know, you can't have him be by himself.
Right, exactly.
All right.
You can't have a penguin by himself.
No.
Your stuffed animal might get lonely.
Hey, don't pick on my stuffed animals.
No, we're not. It's like it's rule of thumb for life.
I have
I'm not even gonna lie.
Owl Hedwig from Harry Potter. I have a penguin Care Bear. Uh-oh.
No.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. You guys get a lot of perks in Florida.
Yeah, the SeaWorld. I don't do Universal. I mean, I've wanted to do Universal, but I just don't or enjoy Universal except whenever it's Christmas time, because I want to meet the Grinch.
For Universal out here in California, it's not really worth the money unless I'm going to the Wizarding World, because I find all of Universal here like lacking. There's not much to do. If I lived in Florida, it'd be different because I actually do like a lot of the other things that they have in Florida, but California's is kind of weak. But what they do to make people go is that they will have like deals pretty much every year where it's like buy 1 ticket and you get a pass for the rest of the year for the same price. So that's how I'm a pass holder to Universal through that.
Yeah, I was saying earlier that when my sister and I are going to Universal for 2 days, and the annual pass for Universal is $10 cheaper than 2 days with Park Hopper at Universal. I'm like, we're just gonna get the annual pass. What's the point? Plus, you get the discounts on food and merch.
Yeah. No, I looked into getting a ticket to Universal when I was there in January, and the ticket alone was like almost $200. Just
yeah,
it's crazy.
$179.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always look at Universal when they're like the most expensive. I'm like, you know what? I have money. I'm gonna go get a Universal pass, and then I go look and it's like $300 for annual pass, or for 1 day. And I'm like,
forget it.
Okay, maybe I'll wait till they have a sale.
Whereas your annual pass is like $325.
Right, and then I go look at
and they are running a sale right now. There's a sale right now on annual passes. It's buy 12 months, get it for 15. So you get 15 months for the price of 12.
Yeah.
I can't get into that gig. No. I can't do it.
Yes, Cozy Heart.
Oh,
Josh
Josh is frozen.
Josh is frozen.
We lost him.
Yeah, he's frozen.
He's just a picture now.
He looks super excited though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does look excited.
He looks like he's stupefied. Who has their Harry Potter wand out? That's up. That's up.
All of mine are upstairs.
We watched Harry Potter 2 days ago with my daughter for the first time. She's never seen it. And 5 minutes into the movie, she's like, we have to get our wands.
Aww,
we had our wands out. And then she was also saying the spells weren't working for her. And I told her that she had to be 11. I was like, when you turn 11, that's when they'll find out if you have the magic in you or not. So there you go.
I wish Universal was a little bit more friendlier to YouTubers like Disney.
Customers? Or just customers in general.
That too.
Fluffy people?
It's just like whenever I go to Universal, to do
A
a
film?
video, it's basically me just walking around the park, and because try to go on a ride, you can't.
No,
Try
you
get
have to
something
put
else, you
everything in
can't.
a locker.
Yeah, it's like it's ridiculous,
Wow.
and it's like, it just irritates me so much that like that's why I'm going to SeaWorld, because with SeaWorld, yeah, SeaWorld's kind of strict too, but I have a lot of friends there, so. So like, and
Yeah.
they're ride operators, and and they're so like I'm gonna walk up and be like,
Is the killer whale still at SeaWorld?
I don't think so.
The one from the
killer
documentary?
whale.
The one from the documentary from a couple years ago. Blackfish. You seen it?
I don't know if
No.
he's. I don't think he's there anymore. They don't get in the tank with orcas anymore and swim around with them.
No, I
Yeah.
know, but there was one in Orlando and also one in San Diego that like were like the major orcas that they talk about in that documentary.
No,
Sham-
I don't.
Shamu?
I don't think he's there anymore.
No, it wasn't Shamu.
Oh,
His name was
If
His
he
name was
is
something with
there
an N,
still,
I think.
he's,
well, he wasn't that famous.
No, if he's there still, he's not on display anymore.
Well, Shamu wasn't really Shamu. They talk about how Shamu was different orcas. They just like kept on using that same name to so you
Yeah.
thought it was the same killer whale, but it wasn't.
Shamu number 5, Shamu number 3, Shamu number 1,
I'm
Mambo number
Henry
5.
VIII. I am Henry.
Mambo number
Mambo
5.
number 5.
Right? Oh my gosh! Wow, we are aging ourselves with that one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really.
I hated that they called it Shamu. They're like, we have Shamu here. Come watch the Shamu Road or show. And then they came out with Free Willy.
Free Willy, Free Willy.
And I was like, what is the orca's name, people? Y'all need to decide.
Quit.
Is it Willie or is it Shamu? Or
Right. Like, let's decide, people.
Show me.
Show me.
Sorry.
Wow,
Right,
we are
that's
literally
If you
aging
listen to the
ourselves.
whole movie, the theme song always comes in my head. I'm sorry.
That's enough. You're taking it too
And
far
now-
now.
And now I'm gonna have to listen to Mambo 5 later because
I was
otherwise it's gonna be
watching-
stuck in my head.
I was watching a YouTube video earlier today, and somebody mentioned hook, and I'm like, oh, where's the hook? Oh. I just started chanting it in my head.
So many 90s references. So many 90s references.
I love the 90s.
Yeah, I personally feel like Disney's more vlogger friendly versus
Very much so.
Universal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dollywood is not vlogger friendly at all.
No, that's what I've heard
No.
too. Yeah.
Like they're worse than Universal.
Yeah, you
Why-
can't
I've
even,
heard-
you can't even walk around with a you can't even walk around with a camera in Dollywood.
You
right?
can.
Unless you are invited. Unless you are invited by Dollywood. Otherwise they shut you down.
You can walk around vlogging, but you can't point your camera to the rides. You have to have it pointing to you.
Mhm.
And you cannot use your camera on the ride either.
Okay.
So basically, you're kind of like this. You're like,
What's to stop them if
Guys,
you just pretend that
look
you're a
at this-
regular person who is just trying to document it for their own personal?
So I did that at the water park, and I got through about 3 or 4 rides, and then on that one of the rides, they were like, "Yeah, you can't do that. We're gonna have to confiscate it." I was like, "You can't confiscate my camera." I was like,
Yeah.
"Go get security if you want to confiscate my camera,"
yeah,
and
no,
they didn't.
Yeah.
kick
They
me
can't-
out
yeah, they can't
before
just
you
take
take a
the property.
$700 camera. All right, I'll go to Denny's for the rest of the day. Okay.
Yeah.
At least I'll have
Like
my
when
camera.
I do vlog, I vlog with my phone, so I would love to see them to take my iPhone 11 Pro.
Yeah, right.
Right?
I had that happen to me at a Backstreet Boys concert. I actually brought my DLR camera, and I was in the second row because I had good tickets at that one particular concert. So I'm filming, trying to enjoy my concert, and I'm taking pictures and whatnot. And then the security card came over, and they were like, "This is a professional camera. You can't use that camera. You shouldn't have been allowed in this arena with that." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" So they literally they tried to take my camera away from me. So I just started bawling my eyes out, and I got really pissed off. And I was like, "This is my way of documenting the experience, and you're taking that away from me." And then the security guard was like, "What can I do to make up for it?" And I was like, "Well, then you just give me tickets to the backstage show." And I did. So I got to go see the Backstreet Boys backstage.
Wow, that's cool. Nice work in the system
it took
there.
away my
Yeah.
memories, but I got something out of it.
Yeah, I do concert photography, and I always have to get a press pass in order to, or
Well,
photo
that's how I
pass.
learned. I like never take my
Yeah.
DLR anywhere anymore because I'm like, if you're gonna say this is a professional camera, even though it's just a home camera, it's just ridiculous.
What is it?
It's a Nikon D5100
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a professional camera, though. Actually, I mean, like
It's whatever my husband bought. I don't know.
if you look down at the photo pit, like everybody's got a Nikon D5100, D800, or a Canon Mark II. So
I
it's
know
like,
nothing about cameras.
yeah, I got. Hold on.
I think mine's a D8000.
I use my phone, so y'all know.
Well, now I just use my phone, but yeah.
I mean, I use
The
my phone to
quality's
vlog
better
and to record
anyway.
videos.
The quality is better because with those cameras, they take good pictures, but the speed for videos is not that great. So I'm just like, my phone can take better footage.
Yeah, mine does too.
It looks like this, right?
No, mine was a lot smaller than that.
Yeah, mine's smaller than that too.
Yeah, I love this camera. This is my
Alex
concert
totally making fun of me
camera.
right now.
Yeah. I used to do YouTube with the camera, believe it or not, but Nikon does not have stability like whatsoever.
Yeah, it's
so
not
it's
stable.
tripod. Yeah. But yeah, that was a big fail for like the first 3 months of my YouTube channel. Stay away from those
Whoever's
videos.
does not like your camera.
They're very shaky. But yeah, I do. I've shot everybody from Godsmack to Slash to everybody. Chevelle.
Luda. Sorry. Hold on.
Everyone.
Everybody's going to mute. Everybody's muting themselves.
Not me.
The theme park near me, because I live in Illinois, is Six Flags. I haven't tried vlogging there, so I don't know how strict they would be with vlogging.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like Tim Tracker, he does a lot of vlogs where he tells you what park you can bring what in and what park you can ride what rides with. Like Disney's doesn't really worry about it. SeaWorld, you can't have like a chest mount or something. Like a GoPro chest mount in order to ride some of the rides.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think you can because they flip.
I don't have the other.
And then I'm not sure about Universal. I've never seen any Universal videos of his, but I know that he's really good about if he goes and vlogs in a park, that he will tell you what you can ride and what you can't with what.
Yeah, he's affiliated with Universal too.
I would be down if he's affiliated with everybody.
As far as press, yeah, he's affiliated with Universal, Legoland, and Disney. And Tim, so Tim gets invited to press, media parties, and he's able to get on ride footage. He's able to get anything he really wants at a press conference. You could always get that. But yeah, I know Tim. Tim's cool. Tim's a cool guy. I like him. I mean, a lot of people, some people don't. Some people do, but I think he's a great guy. Him and Jen are really good people. So
yeah, he's really good about making sure that you're given a lot of information when you go to the parks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a lot of people just go and vlog what they're doing, but they don't give you information about how you can do it as well, or where you can go to find certain things that he's talking about. Which is what I tried to do as well. If I'm ever talking about an item that I want to be like, here, you can go to this website and you can get it here if you want to get it.
Right.
So a lot of people will just be like, this is what I have. All right, have a good day. Like,
Sorry, y'all. We had a power surge. We're in the middle of some pretty severe storms here in Kansas. So
we were having them.
My son wanted a snack.
my internet, my Wi-Fi just completely shut off. That's why y'all lost me earlier. It's like it just went out and now it came back.
Yeah,
on.
You were just frozen for a long time.
Yeah, it happens like twice a stream. Like it's not if it's not happening, then it's not a true stream.
Mm-hmm. I'm hardwired. I never have a problem.
Happening for Christy for a while, but her
Yeah. Well, I'm downstairs. Every time I go upstairs, it does that. So I've just been live streaming downstairs instead of in my corner.
Yeah, I've learned that I can't really film too long in my daughter's room. Like camera or any Wi-Fi, everything just like shuts off.
Yeah.
Oh. I use cables.
Al, are you going to be going to Disney when it opens? Are you going to try to get reservations?
Yeah, probably not right away because, I mean, it's not like they're giving anybody any leeway whatsoever. My wife is a security officer for Disney, and like some would be like, oh, well, your wife works for Disney, you're going to get in there. And it's like, not necessarily, because cast members are getting blocked out as well. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of tough to do it. But my co-producer and brother,
thanks, Byron.
The Robe, he's on my channel.
What's his actual name?
If I tell you that, you'd have Men in Black coming to your house later.
Oh.
Here come the Men in Black.
So, are you going to?
No,
if you get an option or an opportunity to do the pass holder previews, are you going to do that?
Yeah, of course. I always do. Like, if I ever get cast member previews or pass holder previews, I did the opening day of I'm trying to think. Toy Story Land. I did the opening day for Toy Story Land with VIP access and everything, and that was a lot of fun. And then I did the cast member preview for Galaxy's Edge.
Have a good night, Mar.
Which is really good too. Good night, Mar.
Night, Mar.
Good night, Mar.
Night.
I think I'm personally going to do, if I can get into pass holder previews and not be blacked out, I'm going to do the pass holder previews, but I think I'm going to skip out on going to the actual park for at least like a month or two. I think the pass holder previews will be a little bit more organized and a little less people and a little less chaotic.
Yeah.
And it'll give me a little bit, because I want to vlog it. I want to vlog the reopening. I want to do some things in the park.
Right. Naturally,
but I just feel
I
like
wish they would offer that in California. I feel so unspecial because California is different than Florida in that like 95% of the people that go there are pass holders. So I don't think they can realistically do that for us as they can do in Florida. Like it would just be like everyone. So a lot of times it's like it's certain people that like, you know, they're on their press list or whatever that get invited to those types of things. But otherwise there aren't any special pass holder.
The thing is, even with California, I think they could still do pass holder previews because they're going to limit how many people are in the park. Yeah. So you could maybe get a pass holder preview for Monday, but not get one for Tuesday. So less people will be in and out of the park, which I think is going to be a good thing for Orlando, because the only people that are really going to be coming for the pass holder previews are people that are around the general vicinity. No one's going to be coming from New York as a pass holder coming down to Orlando for one day. So I generally think that people that are going to be doing the pass holder previews are people that are in Florida, majority, and people that are in like the Georgia area.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like in California, everyone lives like 20 minutes away, 10 minutes away, 5 minutes away. So
there's still going to be a limited number of pass holder previews that are allowed. Like how many people are allowed in each day?
For sure, but I think it's going to be like dog eat dog, and I don't even expect to have any access to that. It's sad.
I mean, you
it's
might as well try.
If I find out about it and it's open to everyone, then I'll definitely try because I want to go for something like that too. I don't want to go when everyone has access to it. Like right. I don't plan on going inside the actual park for a very long time, as sad as that is to say, because I just don't think it's under wraps here in California at all. But to go to downtown, however, like I would potentially think about that just to go shopping like for a second and then be like, okay, I gotta go.
I'll be at the Polynesian. I can assure you of that. I will be at the Polynesian though. Like I think July. I think that's when we're actually going because like I was saying, Robe got what do you call it? You know, the top tier room, club level. He got club level. Oh, okay. Yeah, he already booked it and everything, and he's like, "Yeah, no, we're already taken care of. Don't worry about it." I was like, "Okay."
Tell him to book club level in February and let me and my sister stay there.
If he comes into town, you're absolutely welcome to come over and stay as long as you want. You know that, Christy. Yeah.
Because like I really miss the parks like a lot, and it's been hard not to be able to go down there like once a week. And
It
just,
is.
like, be in the parks. Like
Yes.
I miss it a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's like my getaway every single week when I get off work was like to go to the parks. Like, I want to be able to just like, even if we go down and we ride one ride and we walk around, it was like the atmosphere. It was like the escape from your home and your work. So like to not do that and not be able to do that as much anymore is like killing me.
I drove today
Absolutely.
to
Same here.
the outlet, which is like a half an hour away, and I went there just to see if that was open, which it wasn't. But it was my way of when I went there, I was like, if I just kept on going, I could go see the outside of downtown Disney and see if it's. But I know it's not open, so there was no reason for me to do that. But I really miss just on a pinch being like, all right, I'm gonna go check this out. It's been a very hard struggle.
Yeah. Which is
I
such
don't
a
know.
like a first world country problem.
Yeah. I don't know why they haven't opened the outlets yet, because they've got World of Disney open. Why wouldn't they open the outlets? You know how much revenue they would get?
My friend's outlet opened yesterday in Texas.
Now I'm gonna go
I think
look
the
and see
character
if
warehouses are
they're
going to
open.
open when Disney opens.
Yeah, the
Christy.
stores up here in Illinois aren't open yet. I keep checking Shop Disney to see when the Illinois ones open up, and they're all closed still.
Katrina asked a question. How do y'all feel about the basketball players staying at Disney, and how is that going to work for people that already paid for those rooms?
The second question, I have no idea.
I haven't heard about this.
The NBA is doing all of their basketball games at Wide World of Sports.
Yeah, so the whole entire franchise is staying at Disney in the hotels, and they're being treated quite nicely too, from what I hear.
I feel like some of them might not stay in the hotels. I feel like some of them might stay like off property, like they might find houses and stuff.
Yeah,
I think they have to. I think they have to stay there.
have to.
Yeah, they have to
on
stay.
property.
They do. They have to
Yeah.
stay on property, and they were all given rings. Them and their family. It's like some sort of prototype ring for symptoms of COVID, and they have to wear them 24/7. And none the players nor their family members can go in the parks while they're there. So I think on some level, it's going to make a lot of angry kids because, especially little kids aren't going to understand why, they can't go to the parks when they know, or they can't go to the, they're just going to, from what I understand, like they're going to have special pools that only they can use and whatnot to keep them absolutely away from other people. So
they'll probably put them all in the same hotel.
They're not. They're in the moderates.
Like, but the thing is, though, like, are they in Disney hotels? Like, are they in a Disney resort?
Yes.
I heard that they were going to do Coronado Springs, and
how are they going to keep them away from actual people?
Anyway,
they can only go to the Wide World of Sports and back to their rooms.
So then, what's the point of even going? I would be like, I'm sitting out this year. That's terrible. That's like being in jail.
They're paid the millions of dollars to go play sports, so they do what they're told.
I mean, I understand.
Well, it keeps the sport alive, so I kind of get that, like, because people have been missing any kind of organized, like.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the situation. I understand what they're doing, so they can actually get it to where they can play their sport and do what they need to do. Because the NBA is paying these people to do nothing, basically. They're paying them $1 million to do nothing.
Yeah.
So I understand that they're
paying them nothing anyway.
That they're paying them to want to play, but like I just could not imagine for like months going and playing a game, going to practice, and then being stuck in a hotel and not being able to go actually explore anything around that area, regardless of how much money they're making. It's just like, and then you have your hotel where you're stuck with your kids. So you're just like, I don't know. It seems like it'd be kind of stressful on them to have to play and then not have any kind of like outside life activities to like get away from basketball and their families.
And to answer your second question, Katrina, if they're, to answer your second question, Disney is moving anyone with reservations during set times up to DVC resorts. So, quite frankly, getting a great deal because they paid for a moderate and they're getting bumped up to a deluxe. So
our Disney outlet
Yeah.
here in Nashville is still closed.
Back to that topic.
Sorry.
I like the topic because I feel like the Character Warehouse and Orlando, the both of them are not going to open until Disney opens their doors. So I don't think they're going to open them early because there's no merchandise. Like, I think we talked about this, but there's no merchandise to ship over to the Character Warehouse, like anything that's in the parks because the parks are closed. So I think they're going to open them. I think it's going to be a chaos event at the Character Warehouse. Because if they're only allowed like 7 or 8 people in the Character Warehouse at one time, and that line is going to be out the door and around the corner.
That should be crazy.
Crazy.
I mean, the line in the morning at Character Warehouse to begin with before Corona was long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was I mean, you could get there at 9 o'clock and the line would be like wrapped around like 5 times. And I've done it so many times. So, and then on top of that, they started limiting the amount of people that they were allowed in the actual park or in the store because of fire hazards, fire safety.
Yeah.
So now they're going to be able to not have that many people in. They're going to have to limit the amount of people. And then SeaWorld and Disney, I'm pretty sure Disney's going to do it too. But I saw Universal and SeaWorld did it, but they removed a bunch of merchandise out of their stores and spread everything out. So there was more room to walk around so you weren't right next to people. So there was a lot of empty spaces and a lot of empty pathways where you could walk and not have to be right on top of somebody. So if they do that, I guess Character Warehouse is probably going to do that as well. They'll probably limit the amount of stuff they have in the actual warehouse.
Do you guys want to see a pair of ears that I just finished?
Yes, let's see them.
Of course.
We'll put you big.
Yeah.
What?
We're going to put you big.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, cute!
Aww.
Those are so cute.
Yay!
Cool.
I have that SVG file.
The what file?
The SVG
that's
scaled vector
Texas
file. That's crafting talk. I can cut that out and make that out of paper. I've made that file out of paper before. It's a time processing file. So kudos
It
to you.
is a very intensive file, or intensive process. Yeah.
I have to make wedding ones for my sister. I don't have to. But she was over here last weekend and she tried on her wedding dress. And then I showed her the shirts that we ordered for our trip. And then I was like, oh, you can get some ears. And that was on Etsy. And then she was like, why are you looking to buy ears? Why don't you just make them? I was like, yeah, good point.
Well, this was my first time working with like cutting out foam pieces, which is like really time intensive because my next project is I'm going to make a sidekick pair of ears with it's going to be Flounder on one end and Sebastian on the other. And yeah, I just printed out pictures of like what I want to use as my like template to like kind of like use that to make it. So I'm excited, but I wanted to see how it was first. And so I started with the pumpkin and I was like, this takes forever.
They are adorable.
Thank you.
They are really cute. Are they lightweight too?
Yeah, they're pretty light. Yeah, that's one nice thing about them. But I wanted to make something new for Halloween. You know, with the Halloween party canceled, I have all the reason to wear them, right?
Yeah.
Well, you could do like I did. Sam and I did a Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party movie night at home. Complete with trick-or-treating.
Well, we did like a Disneyland at home thing. I still haven't posted it on my channel, but my kids like went around and got all like the different treats and whatnot. I have to like edit that together. It's kind of cute.
Hey, but just because the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party is canceled does not mean Halloween is canceled.
That's true.
Like, you can still go to the parks
just the
in
after
house in
parties.
October. Like, you can still go to the parks in October. You can still wear them during that time.
If they're open. I don't know if we're going to be open yet.
You know, Florida starts a mandatory mask order tomorrow where you cannot leave your house without having a mask on.
We started
Wow.
our yesterday.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, tomorrow. I don't know if where do you live, like around
I'm
area wise?
in Jacksonville.
In Jacksonville? Okay. Well, in Central Florida, I don't know if it's all of Florida. I think it's all of Florida, though. You might want to
I hope
check.
it's not all Florida.
It's Orange.
Is it just Orange County, maybe? Yeah.
think
I don't
it's
know.
just Orange County.
Yeah, maybe it's just Orange County, but I know I've been told like 19 times today to like make sure that from now on, whenever you leave the house, make sure you have a mask on or you get a ticket and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my God.
The Orlando Sentinel just reported that the Florida Keys have put into effect that you must wear a mask through June of 2021.
Yeah. They're going to extent.
I mean, it makes sense, to be honest with you, because our numbers have doubled. Like our case number in Florida have doubled in the last like week and so.
Yeah, the cases have, not so much the deaths though, and that's what.
Well, yeah, the death.
I
I mean, I think it's people are more prepared for it, and they understand what's happening now, and they don't let it go as long.
Yeah.
If they see symptoms, they know exactly what it is. They can go to the doctor or whatever and get checked. But I think that Jacksonville's a great place if you don't like people.
I love it, John. That was great. All right,
Jacksonville is a great place if you love people because there's a lot of us here.
There you go.
There's too many of us here.
You have really great beaches.
I swear it's bad as Orlando. But with everything that's going on with like a lot of people going out now, that like people think it's over, especially in Florida. Like we're like under this impression that it's done. People have made Florida.
That is my biggest annoyance right now. I mean, I not to be controversial, but it just drives me nuts that everyone thinks that it's over when the case numbers keep going up. Our country hasn't changed. It's just like
this is never going away.
Well, it's going to go away when we eventually have a freaking like cure. We have a vaccine, but we don't have that right now. So everyone needs to still do their due diligence and be protecting themselves and others. And people are forgetting because there's been a lot of protests lately and everyone's been focusing on that. And then the politicians have stopped talking about don't get in mass groups. So everyone thinks it's okay to get in mass groups. And that's why our numbers are climbing. It's just like, you still need to wear your mask. You still need to like wash your hands, still need to like do all the same stuff.
I think this is going to be like in the future for the rest of our lives. I think this is going to be another flu.
I really hope not.
I just think that it's going to be another flu to where you get a COVID shot every single year to prevent yourself from getting the COVID.
Probably.
It's like a flu. You can get it if you don't want it. If you don't want it, you don't have to get it. But I feel like it's going to be something like that, where it's going to be very minor. And you get like a couple of days of fever, you get a cough.
I'm hoping that you're wrong, and I'm hoping that it's more like the chicken pox. Like you get the chicken pox vaccine, and then you never get it ever again. Like I'm hoping for that.
That would be
I
great.
think they've already said
that doesn't even work either. My friend Renelle in elementary school had chicken pox 5 times.
Renelle needs to get a better shot then. I don't know.
Like literally, and poor thing, like they actually left like little like indentions in her skin. They were so bad.
Really?
And I've never had them.
I have an eye pock from when I was 5 years old. I got it, and it's in my eyebrow. It will never go away. And I have one in my neck as well. My sister also has one. She gave it to me, of course. But yeah, I mean, majority of people who have had it don't get it again, and that's the one nice thing about that vaccine. So I'm hoping it's in that same line versus what Josh is saying, which is every year you have to get the freaking shot again. Like, kill me now. I mean,
well, you don't have to get the shot.
Listen,
well, if you want to prevent yourself getting it, I mean,
right? But I feel like it's gonna be like the flu.
I don't get the flu shot. The only year that
I don't either.
The only year that I've had the flu shot is when my husband was doing chemotherapy. And they're like, it's really recommended that you get the flu shot. And that was the year that I got the flu.
Okay. So when I was pregnant both times, they were like, we really recommend you get that so that you pass on the vaccine to your children. But I still didn't want to get it because everyone that I know who's gotten the shot has gotten the flu right after. And so I've never gotten it. That being said, I got the flu for the first time in my life this year going to Disney World because somebody sneezed on me or whatever at the airport. So on my way back home is when I caught the flu.
Listen. The flu shot is not a vaccine. Like that's what a lot of people get wrong. The flu shot is a flu shot. It's just a shot that
Prevents past.
may prevent,
Maybe.
but yeah, like a vaccine.
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
A lot of people get that wrong. Like a vaccine is like okay, like chicken pox, mumps, all that kind of stuff that we get.
Yeah.
HVN1 or whatever, and all that.
H1N1 is just another strain of flu.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But the vaccine, when you take a vaccine, an actual vaccine, when you take a vaccine, you pretty much never get that virus ever again. Like chickenpox. You get a chickenpox when you're a kid, when you're younger, you don't get chickenpox like ever, But the flu shot is just a shot. It's just a shot that like is supposed to help you not contract it as easy as you would. And yeah, it's kind of complicated.
You can still get it. And it's a live virus
still get it.
putting inside you. So
Right.
yeah, you actually get
I don't like that
flu
part either. Yeah.
You actually get the flu
alive.
from the shot. Right.
Yeah.
Because they're putting the flu in you so that your body can fight it off.
Mhm.
But I haven't gotten the flu. I haven't gotten a flu shot in like almost 9.5 years. I think it's been now. So
Knock on some wood.
But
I get the flu though, but I don't care because it's the flu.
you don't care.
Man up, man! It's just a
Yeah, it
flu.
goes away.
Yeah.
No. When I had the flu, it kind of sucked. So
Yeah.
It sucks.
I mean, it sucks, but it will go away.
Right, but it's
Yeah.
not the end of the world. You know what I
Unless
mean?
your immune system's really low, and then people do die from the flu.
People die from the flu.
Yeah,
People do
exactly.
die
Thank
from
you,
the flu.
Christy.
But those
Yeah.
people don't do anything about it.
Right.
Oh,
And they probably
it
don't.
depends
live.
on your immune system and how
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
that's
not
true, but,
anything to cure it. They say Tamiflu, but Tamiflu doesn't do anything. It's just a way for them to get you to spend $100.
Oh, also, you can only take Tamiflu if you detect it in the first 2 or 3 days. And when I got tested, it already had been 3 days of my having the flu. So they're like, we can't give you anything. Enjoy suffering. And I was like,
Just
thank
gotta
you.
let it run.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So, really quick, can I just say something really quick? I just found some information because I saw my email that I was sent by Disney.
Okay.
Just now?
So I just read it now. Because it's on another email. But what it's saying is, because this is the thing that I was worried about. I was worried that I was not gonna be able to go because I'm blacked out. As far as I know, I don't know about when it opens, but it does say here that weekday select, theme park select, silver, gold, platinum, platinum plus, and premier pass holders will have the opportunity to register for a special preview opportunity at Magic Kingdom on July 9th or 10th. So there's only going to be 2 days for pass holder previews.
Yes.
Reservations are required and they're limited and will be available on first come, first served basis. It says that there's going to be an email sent out that you have to go, I guess, on and register for it.
Mhm.
And then it also sent all of the dates. There's a link on that email that sent me all of the dates of what they're basically expecting.
Yep.
So it says June 26th, all eligible pass holders can make theme park reservations for up to 3 days at a time. So I guess you can make, if you want to go to the parks, like me and my brother wanted to go down for the weekend for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We could go down 3 individual days and make reservations for those 3 days. But not anymore after that.
Yeah. It sounds a lot like, so in California, they have the Flex Pass system. And with that, like if the dates are blocked out on certain days, you have to make a reservation if you have that particular pass. And they only allow you to do like a month at a time, and a lot of times it cuts off at a certain date, so you can only go up to a couple of times, and you only can do 2 at a time. So it's kind of a similar system. That's what I figured it probably would be.
I'm just excited to know that I can actually do the preview because I was worried I wasn't going to be able to because of my blackout dates. So
it's good they're giving you specific information, such as the date, June 26th and whatnot. Like you actually have like concrete details.
Okay, so I'm getting super tired and it's kind of late here. I know it's still early in California. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around and you guys say a little bit about your channel and what you have coming up, and then we'll end the stream. If there's any last minute stuff you want to talk
Christy,
about related, you can.
Christy, you've only been streaming for 2 hours. I mean, come on.
It's Friday.
Is
it tomorrow Saturday?
That was sarcasm. I'm just kidding.
Maybe Saturday. My husband has to be up at 5 a.m. to go to work again. So
not me.
I don't.
Not anymore.
You should know by now that around 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. your time, I start to get tired. I start yawning. I start.
You always say that, but then you will text later, and you're like online and whatnot. I don't believe you.
That's because you text me at like 2 o'clock in the morning and it wakes me up. And I'm like, oh, let me respond to Christina.
In an hour from now, Christy will have like some glamour shot on her Instagram that she posts.
I might, because I've got some to put on there.
I can't wait. I love them.
I
love those shots.
Is this a roast on Christy?
What did you say, Christina?
Oh, I was saying, is this a roast on Christy?
Oh, yeah. Loki, hush.
Christy thinks because she's bougie that she has to get sleep.
I mean, her special talent is taking pictures of toes.
I take offense to. I've never texted you at 2 o'clock. Come on now.
Yeah, you have my time. How about your time? But my time.
So there was this one night. There's this one night that I was up all night long because I couldn't sleep. And me and Christy were talking during the day and at night. And then every time that she would get on, she would wake up or something and she would respond to my message. And I was already up, so I would be like, okay, cool, I'm going to respond back. And I would respond back and she's like, why are you awake?
I know. I'm like, why are you awake? It was like 4
I'm like, first of all, that's not the question you need to be asking me. You need to respond to what I'm saying. Okay? And second of all, you up, okay?
I do that with my friend Jessie, who's also in California. And if I see her online at 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm up at 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, why are you awake? Why are you responding?
I know.
I think I said to you, Christy, like, Christy, you don't have to respond. You know that, right? Like, you don't have to message me back.
You can take a quick glance and respond later.
Right. Just text me in the morning. Get up.
It's funny because it was probably 11 p.m. my time, which is midnight his time, and I responded to him. And then I woke up in the middle of the night because I really had to pee because I drank like 4 bottles of water like an idiot. And I look at my phone and he had texted. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like, what the crap? And then my alarm goes off at 4 a.m. and I look at my phone and he texted again. I was like, do you not sleep?
But y'all need to know I'm not initiating these texts, okay? She's responding to what I said earlier and I'm responding again. Okay? I'm not some creeper that 2 o'clock in the morning texts Christy every single morning, okay?
Hey.
That's not how this is happening. You ain't gonna put this on me, Christy.
I tried to message you via Instagram at that time, so as not to wake you. But I don't know if you have your notifications like it pings every time. Then I can't help.
Oh heck no! On Instagram, no, I get like 900. No, that's an exaggeration. Yeah. I probably get about 100 messages a day on Instagram.
Yeah,
so,
I don't.
From who?
I don't have my phone notifications on, but my computer notifications are on, so it drives my husband nuts. He'll hear my computer like on Instagram. He's like, "Who the heck is messaging you?" I'm like, "I don't know."
I have my Instagram notifications turned off, and I even mute a lot of the chats, like the group chats. I mute them so that they don't.
Oh my god, they get so long. I can't.
I have to mute every single one of them.
I do too. I mute them all.
Like, I don't get added to them very often, except for by you, Christy. So it's usually your fault. And then I'm just like, why am I in this group chat?
My thing is when we're in group chats that you're making.
Christy's never gonna get to go to bed.
No. She doesn't get to go to bed.
What, Roxanna?
So what I normally do is I set my phone to do not disturb, and I have it on a timer. So that goes off at like 11 p.m. my time, which is the same time zone as Christy and Lena. Mm-hmm. And as soon as 11 p.m. hits, all of my messages get muted by do not disturb.
I need to do that.
Same. No, I have that at 10 o'clock my time. I have the do not disturb, but that actually works badly sometimes because my father tried to call me one time at 2 o'clock in the morning, or I don't know, 11 o'clock p.m. or I forget what time it was, but it was after the 10 o'clock do not disturb. And he was staying with me at the time and trying to go to the airport, and then his flight got delayed and he was trying to get back into my apartment. And I didn't hear his phone because it was on do not disturb. So he basically ended up camping out outside.
You can actually go into your do not disturb settings
and make exceptions.
Yeah, and make exceptions.
Yeah.
Like I
learned that the hard way after that incident. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's good to know that because when my grandmother passed away, it was like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and my entire family was trying to get a hold of me. I had probably 20 missed calls, and they couldn't. So the next thing I know, my husband's phone's ringing at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, who the hell is calling you at 2 o'clock in the morning? And he's like, it's your mom. I was like, oh my God. Because 2 o'clock in the morning, it's my mom. You know something happened.
Right. Yeah, I have the exception being my parents and my husband as the ones that can get through. Otherwise, that's it.
My exceptions are anyone that I have the little favorite stars. So it's family and like super close friends, and some people on Facebook Messenger can get through.
Yeah, I need to add favorites to my phone. I'm terrible at that.
I just wake up and someone calls and I go back to sleep.
We're trying to finish it up, Mar. We just keep getting distracted.
She's like finishing up.
Byron's really into Cinderella. What are people's favorite movies? I'm curious.
Is he asking that? What our favorite movies are?
Yeah.
Oh,
Before we go,
but
let's sign off with that. Unless you wanted to talk about like what we're doing on our channel, which whatever.
Well, yeah, each channel does need to say it. My favorite movie is In-Game, but if you're specifically talking about Disney and not like Marvel or Pixar or Star Wars, then it's Nightmare Before Christmas.
Sure. No, that's a good choice, actually. I think that's a good choice.
That's Christy.
I like that.
Okay. So you're going to go around and you can say that and then do your channels too. So we'll start with Roxanna. Say your favorite movie and then what you have coming up.
Okay, well, with Disney, it's Little Mermaid. We're talking Pixar, it's Toy Story. With Marvel, it's definitely Avengers. And then I love all of the Star Wars movies, so I can't pick one Star Wars movie. Tomorrow night, I have a live stream that is 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. That will be on my channel. And then I have a whole bunch of different DIYs that I need to start recording. So that's what's coming up. Yeah.
Cool.
Al, your turn.
Favorite movie? I don't have a favorite movie. I like all Disney movies, pretty much, except for
What's one of your favorites?
I can't think of it.
We're not in a beauty pageant. Answer the question.
I just want everybody to find world peace.
My favorite date is April 23rd.
I don't want to answer that question either. What's one of your favorites?
No, my favorites would be Moana, Aladdin, Little Mermaid, Lion King, Brave. I like Brave. A lot of people don't like Brave for some reason. I don't know why, but I do.
You went from not answering to over answering. Okay.
Well, she said we'll name some of them. So
I like Moana.
I said one, but it's fine.
Nightmare Before Christmas, absolutely. That's one of
okay,
my
now you're definitely saying the whole repertoire of Disney.
I also like Song of the South. Oh
my God.
They need to release it on Disney Plus.
I have it.
They should. Yeah, they should.
I actually have it. I have it on. I got a digital copy of it. On one of my hard drives that I download. I downloaded illegally, but it doesn't matter now because I'm not even selling it. So
you say anything you want. That's on Christy's channel, not mine. It's okay.
Look, we're taking so long that Mar and Memphis came back after the dog walk because we're still on here.
It wasn't actually illegally. I mean, I guess if you like take it from one of your friend's CDs and put it on your
He
hard
starts
drive.
naming off
Is that
every
illegal?
Disney movie in chronological order.
Yeah. I
These are my
also
favorite
like,
movies.
but no, those are a few of my favorite things. But I'd love to see a Mickey movie, like an actual Mickey movie. I know they've done a couple of them, but I'd like to see a.
There's a Christmas Carol.
Oh yeah, I have that.
There's a
Great
Prince
thing.
and the Pauper.
I have that.
Yeah. They used to do those back in the day.
I have the Three Musketeers with Donald, Goofy, and Mickey. The Three Musketeers. You ever seen that? That's so good.
Yeah.
I love it. But no, I want to see a current like full length film of Mickey. That would be awesome. I mean, I actually have the Sensational Six. Have all of them in it. Do a crazy ass movie where they're just all getting together. As far as my channel goes, your pal Al found on YouTube, and that's spelled like this. You can and you could also do what that little icon right there is saying you to do. Like it, subscribe. You know what to do. You know what to do. I don't need to tell you. But you'll have fun and splendor just like we have here. And plus you get to look at this quite a bit. It's fantastic. It really is. Any more points that I could point out there, feel free to join in and help. What I'm doing is I'm going live every Sunday now at 5 p.m. I'm Christy, you're going to be joining me on that. And actually all of you who are here.
It's like, what?
No, not this Sunday, but stay tuned. Just stay by the phone because you're going to get a phone call. But,
invite.
but all of you, well, you're not invited. You're
Yes, my brother's
mandatory. But everybody else is invited too. Basically, I have a YouTube creator or an Instagram influencer come on, and I do 20 questions with them about like their lives in Disney and stuff like that every Sunday. It's called YPA Live. Your pal Al Live. And also I got some vlogs coming out soon that I got a couple of classic vlogs that I happen to find deep in my hard drive. So I'm actually going to put those out. Those are actually rides. So that'll be pretty cool to put out there. And then after that, I'm just waiting for the parks to open so I could jump on over there, do a Polynesian video again, robe, and go to the parks, do all that. I'm looking forward to all that and probably seeing all you guys there sometime too. If you guys ever go, let me know because I only live literally 22 minutes away from the park. All right. So
yeah, I go like once a week, so I go a lot.
Okay. Well, Josh,
it'll be a while for me, but
get a hold of me. All right.
The next time
I'm always down there.
Florida.
Absolutely, Roxanna. You better get a hold of me. All right? Seriously. I'm serious. We'll all hang out. We'll have fun. I love. You gotta 3 things. Gotta be able to eat. Gotta be able to drink. And gotta be able to leave the stress outside the door. Those are my rules.
what if she doesn't like to drink?
You don't like to drink, you could compensate. All right.
You have to drink when you're with Al.
Yeah, you really do.
No, I don't.
We did not eat anything though. We just drank.
Yeah. I
That
mean, you
sounds
really do.
awesome. I'm down.
It's either you're gonna drink or you're gonna watch me drink. All right,
I'll just eat I'll eat double food.
but I'm not. Listen. I say that a lot and everything, but I'm not an alcoholic or anything like that. I don't drink I would have a drink every day. Oh no, I don't do.
A lot of people
just,
don't realize that they are though.
When I go to the theme parks, I
just like Christina's not
unwind.
addicted to anything.
No. I didn't say that. Let's rewind.
Listen, guys, I'm not an alcoholic. All right.
No, not bad. He had 2 drinks, I think.
Huh? What?
But it was a bunch of us. It was.
I think I definitely fessed up to my pin addiction and my other collections. Ears.
But that's your pal Al. If you want to come on, hang out, join the Freak Out family.
Talk about I drink a lot, but I still love Jesus.
He is. He is a heck of a storyteller. All right, he really throws some stories out there for you with meaning.
There was a girl. Okay, so there's a girl I watched. She's a comedian. Yesterday,
Yes.
she thought I posted on my Instagram because it was so funny. She put up on her comedy act. She said, "I am a comedian, but I'm also a Christian. But that doesn't make me a Christian comedian." She's like, I love Jesus, but I will punch a hoe.
Nice.
Has nothing to do with the other, but sure.
I love it so much. I'm like, me.
One more thing real quick. I also live stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and sometimes on the weekends too. If you're into video games and stuff like that and want to hang out while I play games, I always talk about Disney. I talk about games, and I shoot a lot of people on Apex Legends and Call of Duty, and I'm also in space because I play a game called No Man's Sky where I'm traveling the galaxy. Just recently picked that up. But yeah.
Sounds so freaking intense.
Yeah, I do stuff like that. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. I make fun of a lot of people.
Guys.
But yeah, that's twitch.tv/Aliquid. All right, yeah, I'm done.
I think that was like 15 minutes. I don't even
Also, you can pick up my merch. If you want to pick up my merch, you can let me know.
And scene.
Also.
Scene.
Some of you, Al. Christina, you're
Also.
Yeah, Christina, it's your turn. Let's move out.
I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All right.
Listen.
I'm sorry. I'm just messing with you.
Okay.
But it's all true. All right. Christina.
Like, you can find me on MySpace.
You can, but I don't advise it. Okay, go right ahead.
So I am not
Floor
on
is yours.
MySpace or Twitter. Yeah, so I don't really have much going on. What was the first question? I completely forgot we're supposed to be answering because Al took like an hour. Oh yeah, movies. Right.
Favorite movies. You made it up. You made up the question.
I did make the question up. I completely got sidetracked with that. Okay.
Funny.
Focus. All right. So my favorite movie, if you are not familiar with my channel, is The Little Mermaid. So that is not really a surprise to anyone who's seen my channel. However, I also like Mulan a lot. I like Cinderella. And I do like Moana. It's not one of my top favorites, but I love the music on that, so I could watch that over and over and over again. And I have, because I have children. And force me to watch it.
Force you to watch it.
Sure.
Yeah. No. Can I just
That's what
say
all Disney addicts say.
Since I have had my daughter, I have watched Little Mermaid less and less, but she watches it a lot. And I'm like, there are times I just don't feel like watching it. I'm just like, I'm not in the mood today. But anyway,
So are you a true fan then?
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
Yes,
Sometimes you don't feel like
How
watching it, but
dare
you're a fan. Oh, okay.
You want to quiz me now? Like, okay. So then in terms of what's going on my channel, I have a couple of food videos that I want to actually start launching. I haven't actually shown like cooking. That's one thing that I've been doing a lot lately. It takes a while to edit those. So those are coming out. I've been working a lot on my January Walt Disney World trip vlog because it's been a lot of fun. I have a lot of footage from that, and I'm trying to figure out whether to make it 2 videos or 1 because it's long. But that will be coming up soon. I've been promising to show my Little Mermaid video, pin collection, excuse me. So the 1,000 pins that I was talking about earlier, Josh, like that will be its own video, and that'll be coming up very, very soon. I have to figure out how to film that because it's a lot of pins.
It's
a live stream.
15 minutes or 15 different videos. When I did mine, I did 4 different videos. So maybe
my Mulan collection took like a half an hour, and that was like a third of the collection. I don't know. So yeah, well, I'll have to figure that out. And yeah, so there's fun content. I do a lot of pin stuff. I do vlogs. I do shopping hauls. I have some shopping videos to showcase coming up soon. And I do also have a swap coming up July 1st. And I'm very excited for that because I love swaps. I love mystery boxes. I do a lot of mystery unboxings, but most of the places that I would order from at this point aren't currently doing business. So I'm waiting on that. I'm waiting on a Hong Kong box to come back into play. Their shipping has been delayed since March, and I want to order from them, but not have it take 3 months to get here. So I'm waiting very much for that. And then there'll be another mystery unboxing to showcase on my channel. So some fun stuff. And come check me out if you haven't already. My name is Playdates and Travels, and I love Disney. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry,
Nice.
Josh, it's your turn. I guess
I don't know if
Roxanna
I can.
just left.
I don't know how to follow up all of that. That's a lot. This is so much to live up to. Okay.
We're very busy people. You know.
My name is Josh. I go to Disney. So
My name's Josh, and I go to Disney.
So, on my channel, I do a lot of Funko content. I have really pushed over to Funko content. It's something that I really enjoy talking about, and making videos about that subject. I did a lot of.
Wouldn't have guessed.
Huh?
Wouldn't have guessed. Keep going. I was kidding. Go ahead.
So, a lot of Funko content. I do a lot of unboxings of Funkos, a lot of hauls of Funkos. I try to buy Funkos from a lot of different locations, so I try to do hauls from different places so I can show y'all and tell y'all how much things are, price differences from different locations, where you can find some clearance items, things like that. I'm gonna try to do some more hunting vlogs. I did a Funko hunting vlog this past week, and it was a lot of fun to go out in a place and try to find vlog or Funkos. But basically, a lot of my content nowadays is all about Funkos, which I just really enjoy talking about. But I still do a lot of mystery unboxings, a lot of mystery bags, and a lot of other things that have to do with really just mystery and not knowing what things are and all that kind of stuff. I try to stream only once a week on my own channel. I have a stream tomorrow. It's going to be my birthday stream. I have 5 amazing guests on my channel tomorrow. I cannot wait to talk to everybody. Miss Cherry, I have a Chana Rita, I have Trinkle Taryn, I have the Disney Damsel Rowan, and then the Mouse Diva are all going to be talking to me tomorrow. It's 8 o'clock tomorrow, Eastern time. But that's basically it. A lot of Funko content. So if you like Funkos, come over and see me. I also do cooking videos when I have the energy and the time to do them because they're not easy. They take a long time to record and edit.
Long time.
I did a simple video where I did the Dole Whip comparison video where I made 2 different Dole Whips. I made the Dole version and the Disney version, and it took 3 hours, and it should have taken like 5 minutes. So go support the cooking videos. Also, my favorite video or favorite movie is Brave. So
Brave.
That's just
Brave, really?
Brave.
Very good. Very
Yeah,
good,
tattoos.
Well, you
Oh,
said
wow,
yours
nice.
in the stream.
I have tattoos of Brave there.
Nice.
And I have tattoos of Brave. Oh, you can't really see it. Hold on. There. So.
Wait, what does that
Fate.
say?
Change your fate.
Oh, that's
Yep.
cool.
That's awesome. I love it. That's great,
So,
Josh. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Lena.
So I guess
And
that
Lena's picking up the rear.
I haven't done yet.
and then I have to go because my husband has to go to bed because he has to be up at 5. Well, he actually gets up at like 4 to go to work. So my channel is Life with Lena. My name's Lena. I do vacation videos, crafting videos, cooking videos, general videos. Coming up over the summer, it'll be a video of 50 different clips. It's the Eskimo Challenge from our local snow cone place here in Hillsboro. They do the Eskimo Challenge, and Sam is graciously doing that for the channel. So that's exciting and coming up. I'm almost out of videos from our Disney vacation in December, January. So those vacation videos go up on Tuesdays and Saturdays. And then I also have other random videos that go up throughout the week. I'm in several collabs and just other random videos that will be going up. And my favorite movie is Disney's Tower of Terror, based on the ride at Hollywood Studios.
With Kirsten Dunst?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a movie. There's a movie? There's a movie like that?
Yes, it's a live action movie. You'll have to.
It was a Disney Channel movie.
Oh, okay.
It was a Disney Channel movie. All right.
I
Thank you so
remember.
much, Christy, for having me on. Thank you so much. I'll get with me when you want me to come on your show. I definitely love to do it.
Absolutely.
Night, y'all.
Good night, Lena.
Thank you, Lena.
Okay.
To what Lena just said, to anyone who's still watching the chat, I will say, do watch the vlog videos. I feel like for a lot of Disney YouTubers, those are the least watched videos, and they take a lot of time to piece together. Just so you guys know, it's not easy to piece all those different clips together, and it's fun to relive the park. So definitely go watch those for anyone who actually posts those videos, because it helps YouTubers out to just get them.
And a lot of the
It
time when
hurts.
you're vlogging in the parks, when you're recording specific content for vlogs, you're not really enjoying the parks. You're really
That's true. Yeah.
focused
You're
on
focusing on vlogging.
the park itself, recording that video. So you don't really get to enjoy your park because we're really working to make a good video and make good content. So those take a lot of work and a lot of time to record and to edit them together and make sure they're perfect. Because of music in the background, there's a lot more work that goes into it than just staying at home.
They are the
recording
longest to
something.
edit.
Yeah. There's a lot of work and background stuff
Absolutely.
that goes into making sure that a vlog gets up and actually is decent for people. So
Yep. That's true.
You're here.
I have a favor though, Christy. Whenever we get done with this and we stop going live, can no one leave yet? Because I want to say something when we get backstage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what I have coming up is some vlogs.
I forgot about you.
I have vlogs from the parks coming up. I have some
You
collabs.
do?
Yes. Yes, I do. I have
Impressed.
some collabs and some unboxings, because I unbox like everything except for Disney boxes. I don't unbox Disney boxes for whatever reason.
She gets a box of cereal. Hey guys,
Check out this box of cereal.
I bought some Cheerios today. They're vegan.
I'm still waiting for your mail video.
I know. I've got a stack of mail right here to record.
You have a stack of mails.
Mail.
1, 2,
Mail.
3, 4, 5, 6. I have like 7 packages here that I need to record.
Christy's husband.
No. He's in bed. But yeah, I have like 7 things here that I've actually opened them all because I wanted to make sure none of them were for a collab. But I do have several things to record. I do a lot of TikTok videos. So if you are on TikTok and you will find me, I am Christy's Corner and at Christy Lee A on TikTok.
Yep.
I post a crap ton. You don't like TikTok? TikTok is so fun and addictive.
No, I just really like putting my fingers in a cross X motion.
Josh, you have a lot of strong dislikes and
Dislikes.
things.
Yes.
Excuse me, but they're my opinion.
I
Thank
know,
you.
it's cute.
Thank you.
I do have Instagram.
I feel very attacked for being me.
I love it being attacked.
Even though I am very much a Disney YouTuber, my Instagram is mostly style and fashion and keto, but I do post Disney stuff at least once a week. I make it a point to post something Disney once a week because I know a lot of my followers are Disney. But I have more followers on Instagram that are keto and fashion.
Yep.
I
follow you.
I know.
I follow you on Instagram and TikTok.
Did you open up your keto box yet?
I have opened up the keto box and the keto crate box. So there's keto crate. They're all snacks. So it's not like meals, it's snacks. I've had a couple of the snacks. I had one today that was supposed to be cake. It was supposed to be cake, and it is probably the best keto cake I've ever had because most cake is really just meh when it's keto, but this one was delicious.
Did you open it up on camera?
I did. I haven't posted them yet. One of them, the keto crate, posted this week. The keto box, I opened that yesterday, so it's not posted yet. I haven't even edited it. It's actually still in my camera.
Well, your cake cookie one you posted, because I remember you talked about that.
Yeah, I posted an image of it on Instagram today because I tried it, and it was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. But yes, I do have some keto stuff coming out on my channel. And if you guys are interested in keto, if anyone in chat's interested in keto, I've been doing it for 2 years. I have a playlist called Keto, and you can go check it out. You can see what I looked like 2 years ago. I was 70 pounds heavier. And there is one video I will say that if you're slightly emotional, you may cry, because I cry in that video, and it's just kind of telling you about my story. Because before I had my daughter, I was like 110 pounds, if that. Like, I got married and my dress was a size 2, and wedding dresses runs very, very small.
I forgot.
And then after I had my daughter, I gained over 100 pounds, because I weighed more than 100 pounds than what I weighed when I got married. So I kind of go over how people are treated when they're small, like when I was 110 pounds, versus how people are treated when they're bigger. Because I've dealt with both. I'm about average now, but I've been in both situations where I'm really skinny, and then I've been in a situation where I was overweight. And how you are treated is drastically different, extremely different. And I'm not saying that,
I would agree with that. I think you mean that, like, as a woman, how you're treated.
Yeah.
Like, when I had post baby weight, like, just people's reaction toward you is just
much different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think, I mean, even when I was 110 pounds, it wasn't always like, most of the time I'd get stuff like, "Are you anorexic? Oh, you're too skinny. You need to eat something." But then when I was 211 pounds, it was very much like, "Why don't you take care of yourself? What are you doing? Why'd you let yourself go?" I'm like, "Excuse me, I didn't let myself go. I've had 2 babies."
Yeah.
And it's really hard to lose that weight.
People also think that the only people that are body shamed are overweight people.
Right. No,
And
skinny people are
it's
too.
not. Like, people that have eating disorders, or people that just cannot gain weight because their metabolism is so fast. People that they physically cannot gain weight, even how much they eat, get made fun of all the time for being skinny and being, "Why don't you go eat a burger?"
Yep.
It's like, that's the problem. It's like, people think that as a big guy, I'm getting made fun of all the time, which I don't. And I have been in the past. I have a lot more confidence in myself now, depending on where I'm going. And I feel like no matter where I go, especially Disney, I feel like Disney is a place where you can be who you are and where you want to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're still going to get the thing where, like, for me, I can't go on Flight of Passage. Flight of Passage, I'm too big to go ride a Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
So to go try it and then get embarrassed and have to walk off because I don't fit, that's a part. But then at the same time, it's like Universal and SeaWorld, they really are hard on overweight people, and they don't try to even make it possible they don't at all.
Yeah.
Whereas my brother, who's like 200 and is still thin, he's just muscle, he couldn't fit on one of the rides at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
So it gets to the point where the thing that I try to tell people all the time, especially for overweight people, is just because they're overweight does not mean that all they do is sit at home and eat all day. There are people that are overweight that have medical conditions.
Genetic sometimes.
Right. There's a lot of things that happen for people that don't allow them to lose weight.
People need to learn that they can't just say whatever they feel like in their mouths. Like, you never know what condition someone is dealing with, and everyone has a different issue, no matter what their body type is. People have different metabolisms, they have different BMI. It all like factors in, and it's just like one of those topics I wish people wouldn't say. Sorry, my son's crying.
And just because you're small, like when I was 110 pounds, I was healthy, but just because you're small like that does not mean that you don't have health problems.
Right.
And that's something that people don't realize, is that they could have health problems. And again, like, I couldn't donate blood when I was that small. I was underweight and could not donate blood.
Yeah, I've been to that point too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's also times where I go to donate blood and I'm so big, because my arms are so big, you can't find a vein. And I can't donate because I'm overweight. It has nothing to do with my iron. It has nothing to do with my actual health. It's just that they can't find a vein. They're like, "Well, we can't stick you because we can't find a vein. So Unfortunately,
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't donate.
My veins are hard to find too in my arm.
Yeah.
I always had that issue because when you're pregnant, you have to keep on getting shots, and they're like, I've had people slip up and stab me in the wrong area because they couldn't find my vein. It's just like, come on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just there you go. Something will
Like,
happen.
when I go to see a nurse, I'm always
Hopper.
like, do you know what you're doing?
I will say, like, being 110 pounds, like, I had more self-esteem issues at 110 pounds than I do now. And it's just because of how you get treated when you're 110 pounds and there's a woman that's 150 pounds out there. They're looking at this 110 pound person, and women are conniving bees. They'll sit there and they'll treat you absolutely terrible.
They're so dirty.
They're envious of you. But men, on the other hand, will treat you like your best friend, but not be attracted to you because you don't have any curves.
True.
So then, but then the
Well,
opposite
I've always
happens.
had curves, even when I was like a stick, so I can't really relate to that part. I don't know.
But then when the reverse happens and you're overweight, women are much nicer to you because they're not
You're not in
envious of you.
competition.
Then they talk about you.
Yeah,
behind your
I
back.
hate
Behind your
the
back,
fake
yeah.
competition stuff.
Yeah.
It is a lot easier to talk with guys for that reason. Like, just guys just kind of just like are more chill and mellow,
Mhm.
and women sometimes have like a hidden agenda that they're trying to address. And I wish people would stop being that way. We need to be more
I think
accepting of everyone.
coming
And then-
from somebody who is, I mean, I see both sides.
Mhm.
So to see a woman, and women nowadays not only put so much pressure on themselves,
Mhm.
but they put so much pressure on themselves, and then they also have so much pressure put on them to look a certain way. And they have this this mentality that if you don't look a certain way, you can't succeed in life,
Right.
or you'll never be happy. So
Right.
people form, like, they form themselves into what they think is perfect, but then they're not happy because they don't have any time in their life to do anything besides basically control what they look like.
Night, Candy Mom.
So
Bye,
it's
Cynthia.
it's tough for I think it's really rude for women to have to deal with what they deal with on a daily basis to succeed and to just be themselves. And then when they love their body and they're very confident in themselves, and maybe they have a couple extra pounds and they have some curves, even then they're considered overweight because they're not a stick. So they're not overweight in any form at all, but then they get insulted for being overweight when they're not.
Yeah, and
I'm
that's
still
what
considered
causes-
overweight. I'm not obese. At my other age, my other weight, I was considered obese. But the weight I am right now is still considered overweight, and I'm a size 8.
You see, that's what causes anorexia too. Is people saying, "Oh God, look at you," you know?
Yeah.
You know,
It is very
criticize, and it lodges
The
in the brain.
constant hate on people, and the constant insults and pressure, and just negative thoughts and things that go towards people could throw anybody into depression.
Yeah, it changes the mind. You know, there's people who are so skinny, and when you have anorexia, you look at yourself in the mirror and you actually visually see a fat person staring back at you, which is crazy. It sounds crazy, but it's
I
like
see a fat person staring back at me.
I have always seen
you shouldn't though.
weight in the mirror, and it's funny because I look back at pictures now from when I was a lot skinnier. I mean, I had a great metabolism in my 20s and in my teens and whatnot, and I'm just like, what the heck was I thinking? I'm just like, I look at those photos now, I'm just like, there is nothing wrong. But at the time, you see something different. Like, you look in the mirror and you're just like, you see a lot more weight on you. And
isn't it funny when you look in the mirror and the way you look in the mirror is different than the way you feel?
Yes.
Like, you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I didn't know I was that big.
Yeah.
But then you walk around and you're like, I got my stuff. I'm strutting myself. Like, I
Yeah.
got myself. I'm cute.
You're like, I'm feeling great right now. And
great.
you're like, oh, never mind.
And then you pass the window at a store and you're like, huh.
Yes.
Like,
who's that?
Yeah.
Who have I become?
That's exactly like,
who's following me.
It's a mind. It's something in your mind because you're seeing what you're doing, and it's so hard to overcome that. And the hardest thing, I mean, I still have days where I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so fat. And my husband's like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am.
I know.
And I feel like the thing for me that keeps me focused on being healthy and going and jogging, which I didn't today and I should have, is that when I take those pictures that I post all over my Instagram and people tease me about it. I've actually had some nasty messages sent
Are
to
you
me.
serious?
Oh yeah. I've had nasty messages sent to me. I've had good ones too, but I've had nasty ones sent to me.
Those people got problems.
I
They're
look at it as
Someone needs to sponsor Christy, especially for like makeup, because she always posts the best photos of those like
For
close-ups.
real.
Like,
That's good.
I have gotten contacted on Instagram from people like that, and I'm always like, I think they're reaching out to the wrong girl. I need to go talk to Christy.
I know,
like, I don't wear makeup.
Ulta. I know, Ulta, you're in the chat right now, so I'm gonna need you to sponsor Christy. Okay,
I do like my makeup.
It's $1 million.
Avion, whatever y'all call it nowadays. Y'all need your own Christy, whatever, Marie Claire, whatever that's called.
What I need to do is I need to like,
available.
Go over.
I need to show everybody a before and after and like remove all my makeup and take a picture and then add my makeup and take a picture and see the difference, because you look like a totally different person when you have makeup on. It really like contours your face and everything.
I don't wear much. I mean, yeah.
I mean, even if you don't wear a lot, it still is drastically different. And I don't put the makeup on for other people. I put it on for me.
That's it.
I'm like,
you have to do.
And yeah, that's the whole point. And I do get really good comments too. Oh, your makeup looks beautiful. What do you do? Like people will ask me advice on different applications. And I'm like, well, if you're going for this, or if you have hooded eyes, I have hooded eyes. I don't know if you know what that means, but that just means that the bone up here sits lower. So it makes your eyelids disappear.
Mine disappear because I'm fat.
You're what?
I have hooded eyes.
My eyes disappear because they're fat.
I'm like, what kind of eyes do I have?
If I smile, gone.
The eyes gone.
If I smile, gone.
But then I've gotten nasty comments like, why do you always post these pictures? You're not cute, or things like that. I'm like, it's not about ignore them. It's not about it was somebody I went to college with. I was like, it's not about what you think about it. It's what I think about it. I post these pictures for me because I went through 7 years. I used to do modeling back when I was like 110 pounds. And after I gained weight, I never wanted a picture taken of me. I was like, no pictures. Yeah. And there's very, very few out there where you can see me. Most of the time I'm hiding behind people and you can just see my face. So once I got to a comfortable weight, which I'm still struggle with the comfortability of my weight, I started taking pictures. I was like, I feel good about myself. I want to express that. And nobody's going to make me feel bad about that.
Yeah. Especially this day and age we're in right now, man, with everything going on and everything. The only way we're ever going to move forward is to stop looking at each other and start like working with each other.
Everyone needs to stop criticizing constantly. People need to learn acceptance and stop trying to get your opinion heard all the time. Like everyone thinks that their opinion is the right one now. It's come to a point where people just forgot like that people have different ideas and that's just how life is.
Regardless if you have an idea, you don't always have to say it.
Right.
That's the problem. Everybody thinks that their opinion is what is the only one that matters, and everybody thinks that they have to speak it. You can just keep your mouth shut and not say what you feel all the time.
Right.
Yeah,
on that note, I can't believe Aunt Jemima is being discontinued.
Maybe they'll just rename it because that's
I grew up with that. I was like, I hope they rebrand it or something.
Prime example. I mean, they did the same thing with the Orlando Lakes girl, the Indian girl.
Yeah, and like even with Disney, even with the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I mean, we don't have to change everything because it's a sensitive issue or like it brings up like that's how we've been as a culture since for how long? But anyway, that's a different note. Anyway.
Anyway, the main point of my Instagram is the whole fact of make yourself feel good. As long as you feel good about yourself, that's all that matters. And that's how I feel like my Instagram really is, because I do Disney, I do keto. It's all about things that make me feel good. I don't care what other people think. It's what makes me feel good. And that's the whole intent of my Instagram. It used to just be a family Instagram, but then I was like, well, and I made it public, and so it's about what makes me feel good. And if something strikes you as you think that would make you feel good, I'm happy to talk about it. I'm happy to give you my experience with keto. I'm happy to give you makeup tips if you're interested. And it's whatever makes you feel good. That's all that matters anyway. Like you are your number one priority, and that's all that matters.
Yep, that's true. We gotta,
Sorry, y'all. I'm kind of distracted. We have this dude, someone in our neighborhood within like 200 yards is shooting off like hundreds of fireworks.
We have that too. It keeps going off.
Yeah.
I have loud
Y'all are
Spanish
shooting off fireworks
music
too?
outside my door.
Somebody's been talking at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, what the heck are you doing?
It's fine. I don't care. I like Spanish music.
No, I'm talking about it's June 19th. Why are we shooting off fireworks?
People been doing that.
Because they're there.
But
you know why?
We never.
You know why? Because that guy cleaned his garage out. That's what he did. And he's like, "Oh, look, fireworks!"
It sounded like a gun fireworks.
Yeah, the first night I thought it was a gun too. I was like, "Is that a gun?" But it's happened so frequently that I realized it was just fireworks.
A gun actually wouldn't be uncommon here. We have it's not farmland, but it's kind of farmland behind us. There's a house back there, but they have a lot of land, and they do practice shooting out there all the time.
Shooting,
yeah.
Hey, Christy, you out here living on a farm?
No, I live in a neighborhood, but the land behind me is a farm.
You got them cows and them goats?
In North Carolina, I used to go with my friends.
Cows are bougie, remember?
Yeah, you cow patty people are some bougie people. You cow patties. You got some rose smelling cow patties.
Hey, guys, let me tell you something, all right? I'm gonna be famous on them YouTubes. Okay, I'm not lying here. I'm telling you all darn truth right now.
My grandma told me that I'm a celebrity.
You is too?
Yeah, we celebrity folk around here. We get noticed all the time by our family members. They come to the parking lot and they be like, "Hey, you famous. I saw you on YouTube."
Them's all seen us.
Yeah, I liked your video.
I got recognized once.
I've never been recognized in the park.
I've been recognized twice.
Yeah, I was recognized. Well, I've gotten recognized. I've gotten recognized out here in California at the outlet. They're like, "Oh my gosh, it's Lena." They go there a lot. But I got recognized in Orlando in January, and I was shocked. I was like, people don't realize that I'm there in Florida, and they're like, "Oh yeah." I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is cool."
Someone walked up to me at the Character Warehouse when I had like 70 subscribers, and she walked up to me and she was like, she was in front of me. She was in front of me, and I was behind her, and we were like, I was looking in the warehouse. I was like. She turns around. She goes, "Huh." I was like, "Can I help you? Is there something wrong? There's something on my face." And she was like, "Are you Josh Goes to Disney?"
Nice.
And I was like,
"Yeah,
yes." And she's like, "I love you. We live out in Illinois. We're coming here for the weekend." She's like, "We love your channel." And
yeah, it's nice when they refer to you by name. I was like, I got the same thing when I got recognized here in California, it was like, "Oh, you're the one that does all those YouTube videos." But when I got recognized in Florida, they're like, "Are you Christina from Playdates and Travel?" And I was like, "Oh my goodness, you know my name, you know my channel name." I was like,
"That's awesome." Yeah, I've never been recognized.
Yes. Popular.
Yes. Well, no, just yet.
You can't sit with us.
I've had a couple people recognize me. I got a funny.
Actually, your ears are really pretty, by the way. I meant to say that for a while.
I got a funny little tiny story.
Whose ears?
Roxanna's.
Roxanna's ears are really pretty.
Yes, they are.
I was about to say, we cannot have another conversation about Christy's ears. Okay, we cannot.
Oh, I've already seen her ears 1,000 times.
Oh, wait, I got a new
every stream we talk about those YouTube ears. I'm
talking about Roxanna. Roxanna needs no recognition.
Roxanna, she's about to fall asleep.
I have an Etsy shop.
Yeah, did you make those, Roxanna?
Yeah, I did.
See?
Christy, we're not talking about you right now, Christy.
Christy, we've seen those ears.
No, you haven't. Those are brand new. They're still in the
Roxanna's
dang
over here like
box.
this.
Jeez, well, we're rounding 3 hours now, Christy. So
I know.
yes,
Didn't you say
We
you wanted
might
to
as
end
well
this an
stay
hour
alive for
ago?
6 more minutes, so we make the 3
we
hours.
might as
Yeah, we
well.
might as well make
might
this
as
3
well.
hours and then end
All
it.
right.
My
Well, I got
poor-
a story.
My poor husband in the background's groaning. He's like, "Are you done yet?"
6 more minutes.
I got a story for you. My wife works for security for Disney, so naturally her coworkers know me and stuff, and I was coming through security line, and a couple of people standing behind me, they were like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And they're like, "It's good to see you." And I'm like, "Good to see you too." But that's all they said. They didn't say I watch your channel or nothing like that. I was just like, okay, that's kind of weird, right? But me being a donkey, I don't want to say the other word on your channel. When I walked up, all the security guards a couple of the security guards that were there, they were like, "Hey, Al, how you doing, Al? Back again, huh? Don't get into too much trouble." And as soon as he said that, I was like, "Thank you." I was waiting for that. And I turned around and I looked at the people who were saying hello to me, and they're like, "Gosh, they all of them know you." And I'm like, "Yeah, the whole security staff knows me." I said, "I get in trouble a lot here." Then turned around and walked away. And they're like,
I was waiting for that punchline.
yeah, I think they were too, man, because they were like, "Is he serious? I don't know."
Hey, Al, did you know that you're in Pirates of the Caribbean?
Of course I am.
That movie, in the
Lena's back.
Lena's back. I am though.
There's a
What part?
scene in Pirates of the Caribbean with a little barn scene where there's a little animal that's sticking his head out the door.
Yes. See, that's me. That's me, the donkey sitting there outside the door. Yeah.
I was thinking.
I
more
was
of
so hoping you weren't going to say
and
I
the
was the guy
donkey
sleeping
and
with
his love for
pigs.
waffles.
Huh?
I was thinking more of the donkey from Shrek and his love for waffles.
Oh yeah.
We making waffles.
Eddie Murphy.
Yes, I love waffles.
She said, in the morning, we making waffles.
Yeah.
So that is accurate. But yeah, I was just trying to stretch actually her stream
Let's
out.
talk about
with that.
straight
Still have 4
layers.
minutes.
We have
I know.
4 more
Wasn't
minutes.
as long as the story as I thought it would be. Sorry.
One time at band camp.
Oh no.
Oh no! No!
Shrek, you like an onion. You got layers.
Uh,
You got it.
I posted.
Christy could talk about her YouTube ears.
No, we were talking about that.
No, and there's no brimstone. Didn't come off no stone either.
I
Christy,
posted.
you didn't say your favorite movie.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did at the beginning.
Oh, I wasn't listening. Sorry. What'd you say?
You mentioned
Yeah,
Endgame.
yeah, because you went. Bleh.
And then Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah, you made fun of her.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, you don't you remember making fun of her?
I just posted some pictures.
He's still throwing up.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute.
So I can tell you something, Josh. Have you ever had an issue with since you're a Funko box collector in the box and you don't like to take it out? Have you ever had an issue where you ordered a box and it came damaged and the company refused to give you a refund for that box?
Oh, that would not happen.
That hasn't happened in any of the places that you've
Oh
ordered.
no,
from?
it's happened. I've had delivered Funko Pops delivered damaged. Yes, but no company is going to tell me that they will not be switching out my Funko Pop. I'm sorry, if I'm paying money and you're delivering me a broken product, there's no reason why you should not replace the product. So 3 or 4 days ago, I bought a Funko Pop on Amazon. I bought the 10-inch Funko Pop of Ursula with the crown and the trident.
I love that one.
So
Love it.
I bought it for a person I'm doing a box off with. So I bought it because she loves Ursula, and I wanted to get her a big piece to put in the thing. It was only $20 on Amazon. So
Can you send me that link?
I think it's still $20 too. So I'll message you on Instagram. So it comes in the mail. It's like a 3-day shipping for some reason. It comes in the mail. And the box that it shipped in, perfectly fine. Not one dent, not one scratch, nothing on the box is messed up. I look inside the box. Ursula's outside of her box is destroyed. And then her trident is snapped in half.
Okay, that's different though. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I'm like, how is this possible? For one,
They sent you a damaged product. Yeah.
That means you put that in the box damaged. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The other day, I got a regular size one that the complete box bottom was hanging on by a thread and it was laying on top of the box. And the box on the outside was completely fine that they shipped the box to me in. So you best believe I got on the phone with Amazon and was like, hi, send me new products, please. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. We didn't know what's happening. I said, no, you did know what's happening because you sent me boxes that were damaged in a perfectly outside box of
pristine
Amazon.
Box, yeah.
And then I was like, and then I want a coupon.
I want a coupon.
I said, give me some money because I'm upset.
Yeah. Well, I had the opposite issue recently where I ordered a Funko. I don't normally get Funkos online, but I ordered it from Box Lunch. And Box Lunch has a policy where they specifically asked me, I didn't know about the policy until I called about it, but their policy is if the box is if the box is damaged, but the item itself is in pristine condition, then they're not liable and they're not going to do the return or exchange. And I was like, are you kidding me? I was like, people like yourself collect the boxes. It's like Funko collecting is very much an art, and people collect the box. The box has to be in pristine condition. And I talked to two different people, and they both argued with me. And I asked to speak to the supervisor, and I was on hold for 40 minutes, and then they hung up on me. So I got lucky in that my Box Lunch literally just reopened this week. I went to my Box Lunch store, and they had the Funko that I wanted in pristine condition. And I said, here, take my damaged goods, and I want to have that, please, in exchange.
Yeah.
And they did it, no problem. They're like, oh yeah, no problem, because they're like for like item, no problem. But I was very surprised at what the corporate phone response was to that situation and how they have it on their website. They're like specifically about Funkos, and they have a thing that says if the box arrives damaged, they're not liable for that. And I thought that was ridiculous because that's all part of Funko collecting.
Yeah. And my thing is that when it comes to Funkos, so just Christy, real quick, look, this.
Let me make you big.
This one right here, this is just like a random pop. It's Nightmare. This pop right here means nothing without this. So if you ever decide in the future that you're like, you know what, I don't want to collect Funkos anymore. I think I'm done. I just want to get rid of my collection because I want to move on to something else. Maybe I don't have enough room anymore. Maybe I'm moving my location and it's time to move on. You're not going to sell any of those Funko Pops unless there's boxes. Like some of my Funkos are worth like $60 to $100. They're worth nothing if I don't have the box in pristine condition. And that's part of collecting an item is having the box. Like your Gym Shore, like if you have a Gym Shore Funko Pop or in a Gym Shore item, if that Gym Shore does not have a box, is anybody actually going to keep it? Because like you want to have a place to store it if you don't want it. You don't want to put it in wrapping paper and put it in plastic wrap. So
well, it might end up in Goodwill.
Part of the value of part of the value of a Funko Pop is the box. That's the part of it. So I know a lot of people on here, a lot of people get on to me like daily. I get messages all the time basically saying, what's the point of having Funko Pops if you're not going to take them out of the box? And I'm like, first of all, it's my collection.
Yeah.
Second of all, there's in-box collectors and there's out-of-box collectors. I have multiple videos on my channel where I have a lot of Funko Pops on this shelf out of box. And one of my Mickey ones that I loved fell off because someone on the other side of this wall bumped it.
And it broke.
And his ear fell off.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I've had 2 Funkos break just from falling like that.
So like if I have it in the box, yeah, the box might get a little ding on it from falling off the shelf, but this is going to be fine.
Yeah.
So I mean, some of my friends are like, "What's the point of having Funko Pops if you're not gonna put them in the outside the box?"
Because it looks cool.
Like, why does it matter to you?
I take mine outside of the box, but I don't collect a lot. I have some Harry Potter ones and some DC comic ones. They think like one or two Disney ones, like Nightmare Before Christmas ones. So I keep them out of the box, and I don't keep the box, but I mean, if I was a collector.
I have one from Frozen. I have one from Lion King. I have one for Mulan. I have one from Mansion. Oh, no. So my problem is that people want me to do a Funko Pop collection video, and I honestly have no idea how I'm going to do that.
Pan the wall real quick.
Like just a 10-second video and put it on YouTube?
Well, yeah, like you won't go into detail on everything, but you can just do like a big highlight. I've seen some videos do that recently where people have like a zillion Dooney and Burke purses, and rather than go into detail about every single Dooney and Burke, they literally just show their bookshelf and they're like, this is that wall, and they point out a couple of them and they go on to the next one. I'm considering doing that with my Little Mermaid collection, honestly, just because there's too many pins to like go into detail on.
I've thought of taking the Funkos themselves and put them in movie order. So like all the Frozen ones, put them in an area. That way, whenever I scroll through, it's not like, oh, okay, so it's not like Frozen, Wonder Woman, Merida, Regina. Like it's not like all different ones. You're just getting like really confused. I was thinking about putting them all in like Disney order, like movie order. That'd not chronological, but like just by Disney. Which, by the way, if anybody's interested or has not entered yet, I am doing a giveaway on my channel right now for 2 really awesome Funko Pops. It's going for a week. I'll just show them real quick because I have them right here. But it's for the triple pack of, hold on, Supermans. There we go. It's a fall convention from 2018, and then I'm also giving this away. Christmas is coming up, so.
Oh, that was cute.
Frosty Franklin.
Frosty Franklin with a post office, and this house, the post office lights up.
Oh.
So that's something that will be a Christmas decoration for any YouTuber who wants to put it on the back of their wall. So. So. All right. Well, oh my gosh.
I muted her for a second.
Sonica was in a car accident. So.
Are you muting me?
I did.
Are you muting me?
It was really loud.
Oh, sorry. My kids are playing.
Christina, it was like.
It was awkward. You couldn't hear him, so I muted you so he could finish.
Oh, I didn't say anything. But you know what? My kids have a roller coaster ride out right now, like a little like fake plastic one, and that's the crashing noises. Sorry about that.
You're fine.
All right, so I think Roxanna's asleep. I think Lena's asleep. Christy, you're almost asleep.
Almost, yes.
I feel like me, Christina, and Al could go on for like another like hour or so. I
Sure.
think we're good. I think like we could push through, but like I think we're good to end it. I think we're good to go.
Okay, we'll say bye to everybody, and
3 hours
everybody hang on after the live ends because Josh wanted to say something. All right, bye everybody. Have a good night. Have a good weekend.
We'll see you real soon.